time, and that time is currently Portia time. And I'm going to stick to calling it Portia, because it turns out, I know I said it seemed that it was pronounced Portia. It turns out that only one of the people, and maybe it was a fever dream, I don't know, but it seems like only one person in the entire game seems to call it Portia. Everybody else does, in fact, call it Portia. So I don't know. I don't know if that was some deliberate thing to suggest that person does have a differing dialect and therefore different way of wanting to pronounce things, or whether, you know, it was just a miscue on the on the voice acting side of things. But either way, yeah, everybody else seems to call it Portia, and so I feel justified and vindicated in calling it Portia now, despite the fact that there was definitely, I swear, at least one person who came up to me in game, not just a random stranger. It'd be very strange if it was just a completely random stranger. But came up to me and went, Portia.
Hello there.
Like, oh, I've said it wrong. General Blue Boosh. And it's like, Port ER, Captain. The Porsche is in the leak again. God
fuck me!
Fuck me indeed. Fuck you, fuck me, fuck everyone involved. Welcome, Mr. Blue Boosh. Welcome, Mr. Albion Craft. We are going to be sat on the loading screen for a little while. I have been trying. I've been trying my damnedest to get this game to work better, and nothing's worked. It felt like it had for a moment, and then it immediately went again. And it's like I don't understand. But yeah, it's like, from what I can tell from looking it up, the sort of stuttering and slow load times, it's just something they did on an update. It was like, it was fine, they updated it, it went and had a shit. You want the game to get better. Well, not necessarily the game itself per se, the performance of the game. I don't know. No, the game itself, very entertaining, but the performance I would like improved. So, quicker loading times shouldn't be that unreasonable. Stuttering when you try and start combat, that's not helpful. And general other bits of stutter, it's like, ugh. But yeah, as I say, I don't know. I don't know if you experience the same stuttering, Mr.
Hello
Bushman.
there.
If you if not, then that's definitely something my side. Although, having said that, it seems to be, it's not literally just me, because I looked it up and it seems to be other people having the experience as well. But I don't quite understand why. Apparently, if you can get your hands on an older version of the game and insert those files into the newer version of the game, you can eliminate it or some such, but I don't know. It's just absolutely insane. My time in port here. Hello. Bring your port here. And always remember, pass the port to the left-hand side. And that's also how you can remember... Now, I don't know which came first, whether you're supposed to pass port to the left-hand side first, or whether it was ships first. I've no idea. But it's a good way if you can remember that the port is the left side of the ship, and therefore you pass the port to the left-hand side, and therefore, by elimination, you can go starboard is the right-hand side of the ship. And that's a very stern statement. No, that's only if you're at the back of the ship. I am currently at the front of the ship, the bow, or the astern, I believe. Like asynchronous, I suppose. The stern and the astern is the opposite ends of the ship. Welcome, Mr. Butternut. I apologise for it taking me quite so long to get round to it. I was ranting about the game not being as good as I would like it to be in terms of its functionality and sort of general performance. But welcome nonetheless now. Welcome, Albion Craft, welcome Blue Boosh, welcome Butternut. How are you all this afternoon? Are you doing well? I will give you a bit of a guided tour, perhaps, of all my bits and pieces, because a fair amount's changed. I'm not going to claim everything's changed, but a fair amount of bits and bobbles have in fact adjusted since the last time we were in Portia. Oh, you're installing Divinity Original Sin 2. Should be downloaded by tomorrow. I'm assuming by that you mean between other things, but also played some of the new Star Wars Lego game. At some point, maybe I will get my hands on the new Star Wars Lego game, because I do enjoy a Lego game. The Lego Avengers one, I can't remember if it's... I think it's actually Lego Marvel Heroes, I think is the official title. Is absolutely brilliant, that one. And I do particularly like the DC villains ones as well. But yeah, Lego games are very, very entertaining. You've been to Essex. Aren't you technically still in Essex? Because aren't you Kent based? Is Kent technically based in Essex? Or are you slightly further south? Are you further south? Did you have to buy Divinity 2? I had it in my catalogue. Are you two on the Divinity Original Sin? Is that a multiplayer one you're doing, or just a curiosity on Butternut's front? Let's see. Kent and Essex are separate counties, are they? Fair enough. I don't know. I don't care, to be honest. Hey there, builder. Bother. There's a very serious panbat infestation at the tree farm. Okay, we can probably deal with a panbat in the tree farm. You left some dirt in Essex. Yeah, I was going to say, Mr. Blue Bush is Essex born. I say that. I don't know if you were Essex born. Essex bred, perhaps. Essex currently, I suppose, arguably, is the only information I actually have. It can be a co-op game. Nice. Very nice. I'm fairly certain I own potentially several Divinities. Whether Original Sin 2, I don't know. No idea. Hey, I've got the blender! That means I can do all my 3D models now. I eat Warburton's bread. I'm not sure if Warburton's is Essex, is it? It was Mr. Warburton at least Essex based. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do, but refueling those is not necessarily going to be a hardship. Right, I'll tell you what, let's put my glass away. The glass wouldn't go in stone things. But what I discovered, what I didn't know the first time I played it, where I was flitting between all my different chests, you can do it via a chest. It's a very good system. I don't know whether we discovered that on stream or not, but nonetheless, it's a very good system. You can flip between all your chests, so you don't actually have to go running around to each one, so you just choose a chest and go, right, what do I need? Etc, etc, etc. Silly butters. Rolling around at the speed of COVID. And in fairness, COVID is quite fast. Aside from the fact it's my turn with COVID, yeah, I've had my turn. I'm assuming it'll come round again at some stage, but at the moment I've had my fill of COVID. So I had that at Christmas. Steel plate times 5. I can only make steel plates here, and I can only make one steel plate. Excellent. Well, I suppose you might as well get on with it. 2 hours 24. You might as well start. Anyway, so for starters, I've got all this space here. That's the first crucial element. I've got a lot more space in the backyard, which means I moved all my crafting tables all the way here. I think we had this previously, but I've got a lot more chests, and I've had a bit of an organisation. So we've got techie metal bits. That's a general storage. That's stone things. That's more research. That's research overflow, and that's research bits and bobs. Now, I was going to call this, I didn't have enough letters, I was going to call this the overflow for the research overflow, but I didn't have enough letters for that, so it's just more research. But it's because I keep picking up all these random bits of shit, and I need to, at some point, I need to try and sort through, figure out what goes with what, because I don't think I've got a horse's head. And I realise it's one of those sentences you don't necessarily want to hear. But I've got all sorts of these little bits and pieces. Like I've got, oh no, that's a soldier with an axe, and that's a soldier with a lance's feet, and that's a soldier with a scepter piece's feet. So there's all fucking tons of soldiers. It's ridiculous. But still, how is the research on Bob going? What's his weight? Sorry, horse's head. Yeah. Galloping. Oh, research bits and bobs, I see. Yeah, the galloping horse has a horse's head somewhere. It also has a bird at the bottom. But I've got 2, 3 and 4. I need piece 1. And then I've got recording there, but I'm not entirely sure what I do with some of these. Husbandry chip, I'm assuming I get some kind of robot called Ack at some point. I have no idea. But still, there's all sorts of these little weird and wonderful bits and bobs that I need to try and see if I can combine at some point. We've got my fish chest. It's just a chest full of fish. You may be thinking, why is there a caterpillar in the fish chest? It's because the caterpillars are the lures to catch fish. Then we've got a little farming goods chest. We've got a little bit of confusion here. I didn't know how this thing worked. So I've sort of installed it and it's there, but it's not really doing anything. Because I think... I don't really understand it. Eventually I will probably understand it. But I've kind of got a crop in a plant pot. And I've got another crop in a plant pot. I think it's wheat and pumpkins I've got in planters. And I think at some point I might be able to just stick them in the ground in some fashion. And then I can apply fertiliser with my giant fertilisation pit thing. But as I say, I'm not 100% sure what that does. Equally, not 100% sure what no more resources this box does. Just forever says no more resources. It's a bit disappointing, a bit sort of lackluster. I also discovered, and I will try and rename the workshop at some point, there's a place in this game called Highwind. So that's slightly disappointing. I named my my workshop Highwind, and it turns out there is potentially a place called Highwind, but still. But yeah, this is the workbench level 2, so I've got access to a load more recipes. Iron sword. I am currently rocking an iron sword, and it's a really nice design. Like, you don't necessarily expect like a relaxing little game like this to have a pretty awesome looking sword design in it, but I really like that one. I really do like the iron sword. The rest of them, meh. I mean, like the bronze sword, it's yeah, it's alright, I suppose. But they're all a bit meh, and the wooden sword and the bronze sword are bit. But that iron sword is, I do like that. But I've also got, I do own the iron axe, and I own the iron pickaxe and the iron general axe. I don't know if I've got the capacity to build manganese bars, so I do have a beginner's fishing rod, and then we've got a load of little bits and pieces here. Sunglasses, if I particularly wanted sunglasses. I don't particularly want sunglasses right now. Herbal mixtures, street lights. We're working on sort of dealing in street lights. Which, actually, thinking about it, then I'll probably do. I must have. Oh, apparently no, I don't have copper wire. All right, 2 copper wires. Oh, there we go. I do have some copper wire. I thought I'd. It's one of those ones where it's like, I'm pretty certain I started my copper wires, and it turns out I had. Copper wire probably should go in techie bits. So I have been trying to organise things a little bit at least. Should have called your workshop JDF Crafts, possibly, because that sounds like it could be a legit business name. True, very true. And then on to this. I think we had this previously, but this is the civil cutter, where you can cut planks, plates out of sort of wood and basic metals. And then we got this big bad industrial cutter. Yeah, it's called an industrial cutter. And this thing can do bricks, composite boards, aluminium plates, iron wooden planks. And then, I think, is this the one?
Pirates of old, defend our cause!
In motion. Hello, Greg sends his regards. I will take those regards from Greg. I don't know who Greg is. Is he old? And does he have a mangina? And if people don't understand the reference, that's going to sound very weird. But I do appreciate the regards from Greg. So thank you. Greg is my stream mascot. I see. Welcome in Ink Emulsion. Ever drink Becky's from a shoe? That's a man who gets the reference. Right, where do I want my steel plate? Probably in with me ores and metal. Hello.
Cannon fire!
Cannon fire! And nobody did the thing. Nobody. Oh, I can't do it because the mouse is locked in. And I don't want to break the game. I suppose I can do it, but yeah. See, I'm gonna have to start training training the people, yeah, when a raid comes in, now admittedly I had no idea what was happening when the raid came in, because it's not hugely frequent, but when the raid comes in, you've got to put the skull shield up, and that way we protect ourselves from the raiding people. See, I'm trying to teach them, but it's very difficult. But welcome. Oh, well, I suppose while I was outside of the game, what I also should have done, God, it's so difficult sometimes to get out of these damn games. I'm going to have to spell, I suppose, actually, if you are still present, I won't have to spell it correctly, because that should work. Excellent. There we go. Let's just see a little more from, I think. Did it work? Yeah, it worked.
Is this right?
Ah, good old Spore.
Maybe a bit bigger. Perfect.
Distinct pair of buttocks there you were working on.
But also, I don't want to get too much. Oh no, that's wonderfully cursed.
Eye buttocks.
Oh no!
Of course.
Don't wiggle your ass.
The greatest invention known to man, the eye buttock.
Oh no!
Seeing some of the creations of of Spore, it is. I do feel almost like when I played it, I was too serious. And in fairness, I think my monster was absolutely ridiculous. And yet I still see other people's and think, yep. Oh dear, I think I was too serious. But there you go. Right, what was I working on? Let's have a look at the calendar. I can't quite remember. Alright, Wednesday, Thursday we need to register for that. So at the moment we've just sort of got a... I suppose arguably we should perhaps put in a sort of event reminder and about, I don't know, sort of 9 o'clock in the morning will do. And then I want to... There we go. Oh, no. It is sort of working but also not working, which is never useful. Register for fighting. That'll do. And that should sort of alert me tomorrow morning, which will be exactly what I want. So, yes, we expanded all our facilities. We've got sort of the 2 original burners, then we've got a fancier burner. And what we're working on now is the fanciest of burners, the industrial. I think it's literally called the industrial furnace, yeah. So what we're trying to get our hands on is steel plates. And the steel plates come from this machine, but we also need the carbon steel bars from this machine. So hopefully this machine will continue building itself. Building me my carbon steel bars. I also need charcoal. Yes, okay. I need one of these 2 to finish in order to get my charcoal back on. But there you go. Right, let's store that in the correct box. And then what do we want? We want sort of a general box with the glass in, and then we want our stone things, all of the stone things. Thank you for the follow as well. I missed precisely who followed, I must admit. Incomulsion, you followed. Thank you very much. As can be seen, that sort of thing doesn't happen very often, so I don't really know how to deal with it. So it's just a bit like, oh, what? Oh yeah, there's things that happen and bits and pieces that go places. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, don't do this. Oh, I came in and out of the game. Oh no, it was actually loading something horrendous happening to the pond.
What's going on here?
I don't know.
I told you, it's been polluted.
How?
Probably the DDD transports. Oh, that's the other thing we did. We've got a network of DD transports.
I just checked the river. It's also like this.
Oh no. Oh, there is bits in it as well, aren't there?
Well then,
I'll try and collect. I'll try and collect some of those bits. Do. But you're a bit late now for the red defences op. I suppose. Do you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. You may be delayed, but you got there in the end, I suppose.
I tried, but it's coming from above the Sanio Falls, and that lift's been broken for ages.
Oh, that's all right. I'll make it up there somehow.
What's going on? The Portia River is our water source. I don't want our people getting sick from whatever this is.
Yeah, Arlo's my boy. He does all.
I'll put out a commission for a builder to fix
He does
it
everything.
right now.
And I'll
He's the boy I've been going to get all my problems fixed. Basically, every time something wrong happens, it says go to the Civil Corps, and I've always gone to Arlo because he's cool. He's a cool dude, is our Arlo. I do quite like Merlin as well.
Fine.
No, I can't remember you. Oh, Sam, hey, come here.
Hi.
I just
Yo,
want to.
kid. Yo, kid. Look
Yeah, yo, kid. Yeah. You kid. But I suppose the other key question is, what were you up to in Compulsion? Were you also... Again, I apologise for the delay on these things. It's just... I am incredibly slow. But what were you up to in your stream? How did your stream go, and what were you up to inside this stream? I'm going to chat to Arlo, because...
I get very sweaty in summer.
I don't need to know that.
Night activities. You'd think I'm in good health. I get dehydrated too. You need to be careful as well.
I will be. I will be. It's why I've got a drink on the side. But, yeah. I feel like... Am I the only one who thinks that starting a conversation with the phrase, I get sweaty, is not... No, Arlo. No. You're meant to be a member of the Civil Corps. You're not meant to go around just starting a conversation with the phrase, I get really sweaty. Even with light activities, I get sweaty.
This is your payment.
Thank you very much. Let there be light. And now we'll probably do another one of those. I think. Depends on... Is that another light one? Oh no, that's the Bassanio lift. Working order. Oh! Yes. I'll have to figure out how to do that, but... Can I do Let There Be Light as well? Yes, I can. I don't think I can do 2 Let There Be Lights. No, that's fine. And I can possibly do another one of these. Single seats. Have a look at this one. Water buckets. It's asking quite a lot as well. 2 pieces of warm clothes. I don't know if I can do warm clothes. I know at least I can do water buckets, although... While I'm still currently working on the other thing, that's one of the big projects, whereas single seats, yeah, I think single seats are probably the easier of the commissions, so hopefully I can do it. That's always the key thing. We do want to pop to Petra, because we've got a little boat that apparently Petra's interested in, so we'll deal with Petra's little boat. Can I pick up... Oh, hello! Oh, there's a full-blown poison! I can't pick up that jar though. I was mostly interested in the jar. A little ugly doll. I think we can live without a doll, but yeah, full on poison water. I didn't think it was going to be actual poison water. I mean, I know they said it was polluted, but actual poison was very unexpected.
I poured a little bit of the gooey water on my flowers. They withered right away.
I mean, why would you do that? Why would you pour your gooey water all over the flowers? Should I wipe it on the curtains? No. You bad human. Molly, I want some Molly, please. Good.
I've been designing.
Have you? I couldn't give a shit, love. Dolly, come on. There you go. No, you can't have a pet. Roscoe. You little shit. Get back here, you fucking prick.
Hey. I hope the bathwater doesn't affect Miss Ginger's health.
Oh, I don't know. It might do. That is a man who is doing about as good an impression as Michael Caine as I am. I don't know whether he's supposed to be being Michael Caine or not, but he definitely sounds like it. All right, Mars.
I applied as a driver for the DD, but turns out I'm a pretty bad.
Oh, that's a shame. I don't care, mate. I was just after the relationship point.
Hi.
Which I know.
Have you rode the DD yet?
I did ride the DD. The moment I installed the fucking DD, I rode the DD. Because, do you remember, it was me who installed all these fucking DD rides. But there you go. Fight Russo? I mean, I technically could do. Love riding the D. Exactly. I think you'll find everybody loves riding the D. Anything new here? No. So until I need one of those items, I'm not going to bother stocking up on them.
What's this?
It's a tiny boat.
Yes. This is exactly the kind of thing I was talking about.
Yay.
We don't need to research this at the research center, but it's obviously from the old world. Thank you. I can't believe you actually went out of your way to find something for me.
I was just doing general mining and it turned
No
up.
problem. I was curious what story you would come up with. We'll see. Maybe a child's father long ago was a sailor and gave him this toy. Or, I don't know. But I'll think of something interesting in no time.
You can't just make up stories about the past. Actually, I think that's vaguely how archaeology works. You make up stories about the past and then think, does this seem... Yeah, no, this seems to fit with the evidence. I suppose arguably it's kind of the other way around, really. I think we still want to try and get some more basic ones. And yeah, I might as well... I was avoiding sort of expediting them because it costs extra discs, but you drop into that mine and you get a good sort of 5 to 10 discs just for a day's worth of mining. Right, I'll tell you what, just so that you can see me riding the D, although having said that, oh, we want to go to Phyllis. I can't... What the fuck was I... Is that... Oh, that's a new one, I was going to say. Don't remember ever actually doing a Phyllis one. So what I think... That's Let There Be Light. Let There Be Light. Is that Let There Be Light as well? Okay, that's fine. That's Let There Be Light. That's... I don't know. Oh, that's probably Pan Bats. Oh, don't do Phyllis one. Why? Why don't do Phyllis's one? I'd like to do Phyllis. Is one. Yes, no, that... Oh, yeah, you're loading the cutscene for the DD. A couple of good reasons to do Phyllis. At some point you're going to find out why that amuses me. In fairness, you can probably guess. If you've been here longer than 10 minutes, you'll probably know quite how much of a filth bucket I am. And therefore you know precisely why I like Phyllis. And another steel bar for me and for you. I think stone things is first, and then glass is in just wooden storage because it's a sort of a miscellaneous type one. Ores and bars, yeah. Okay, so ideally, I think we've got... No, we don't. We need a lot more bronze pipes. How many do we not have any bloody... No, we've run out of bronze bars. Excellent. So one of those needs to be dedicated to bronze bars. One of them needs to be dedicated to charcoal. We think's that the one. But did you have a specific reason why I shouldn't do Phyllis's one? Or were you making a joke? And I've just been too thick to notice. That's always a distinct possibility. Right, so is the blender a recipe that would need this to be dealt with? I know the grill was, the civil furnace, the industrial cutter, the industrial furnace, the DD stop, the comprehensive grinder, and the blender. Okay, so yes. Grinding blades we can get our hands on. Need more charcoal, which is slightly annoying. You're writing your own story and Phyllis charges too much. I see. Now, see, I've not really done a lot of that sort of thing. Yeah, what we really need to do is finish... We need to finish the industrial furnace, which means we need those steel plates. Which is slightly annoying, because we've only got one steel plate so far, I think. Which is bad. Oh, well. How much of the ore have we got? We've got a lot of that ore. Although, having said that, we are low on copper. That's alarmingly... Are you 100% sure that I don't have copper reserved somewhere else? Because I have burnt through my copper. I suppose in that case I'd need to go to the lower abandoned ruins. Which I suppose isn't that much of a troublesome situation. I can go to the other ruins. Just makes life a little bit awkward. Who are you? Do I know you? Oh, you're Django. I didn't recognise you sitting down.
Water is making my food taste.
Oh, make my food taste. I don't like the way you make my food taste. Right, so yeah, we'll open up this abandoned ruin and try and re-establish my coal reserves, I suppose. Yes, I would like to pay the 200 in order to do this. Now, is this still the one I was working on, or did we reset this? Oh no, still one we already have, which means probably all of the sort of blips and blops have probably gone, but that doesn't necessarily mean I won't find copper down there. Because So I wasn't necessarily working on the idea of excavating all of a single material. I was more heading towards the idea of trying to... Whoops, no, don't punch the stone. Punching the stone is not useful. Excavating the stone is slightly more useful. Just sort of dig a bit of a hole here. Oh, we found the edge. We found the edge of the world. The edge of creation. I'm slightly inclined, maybe. I might pop back to the entrance and I might reset this place on a sort of lower floor. Whoops, no, don't smash the door. This is the problem when sometimes you play too many games, and I don't really think it's too many games. If you can count them on two hands, it's not too many games. But yeah, that's where most of the wrong button pushes come from. Because it is interesting, having played Tales of Rise, and then having decided, I know, I'm going to go back into Stranger of Paradise. It was like, nope, that's not the sprint button, that's the sprint button in Tales of Arise. So it is the copper ore. And if we have ourselves a goal, what we should do is we will be able to sort of burrow through the copper ore, whilst also, I must admit, while we're heading down, we might as well just hold it. While you're sort of heading straight, I do find it easier to sort of just do a single stroke of the controller, or a single push of the button. There's no stroking involved here. That would require a one-handed game, and this one very much does require both buttons, both sides of the controller even. Some more old parts. But I don't know, like a lot of these, I like to be able to go after the little sort of orbs, but I can't deny I've got too many of these orbs. I've got a box, I don't know, you may have spotted it when I was going through my boxes. I've just got a box full of things to be sold. Because of the simple fact that I've got more research and more random shit than I can really justify having. I suppose actually we've also not been in the house yet, and the house is a little bit of a state. Because unfortunately, now there may be some caveat that I've missed that says multiples of items don't give you the benefits. But as far as I'm aware, and I suppose I should have done some tests. I was testing a couple of different theories, but I didn't test specifically for sort of multiples of objects. But I do have just a boatload of sofas, because then I get extra stamina, I think, for sofas. So there's one that's not even got legroom, and it's like, no, that's just a sofa pinned against the wall by another sofa. That's how the world works, isn't it? Just pin your sofas against the wall with your other sofa. Always make sure you've got multiple sofas pinned against the wall by multiple other sofas. I have so many sofas. Some would say too many sofas. Must admit, I wonder if you can stack sofas vertically. I don't know. That now intrigues me. But there's no real... the house I've got is just madness. Absolute madness. What did the optimistic couch say? I don't think that's my answer. The answer is not. I was going to try and get it myself, but I did catch out the corner of my eye. So far, so good. Very good. Very good. I mean, technically, that would work with a pessimistic couch as well, because it'd just end up being so far, so bad. Not quite as much of a phrase as so far, so good, but nonetheless, it would technically work as a pessimistic couch. And I think really, if I had to have a person sat on me all day, I'd be a pessimistic couch. You made the couch, or you made the optimistic couch, or you made the joke, I suppose. Oh, galloping horse piece again. I suppose we might be able to finish off the galloping horse, but I just don't seem to ever get the head, and I don't. Not even on birthdays. No, rude, filth. Stop it. Be better than that. Never, I suspect. is the answer to that. Be better than that? I probably won't be. Must admit, I'm not getting quite as much copper. I should probably dedicate myself, if I really want to bring in my copper reserves, or bring up my copper reserves, I suppose, I ought to sort of find a copper reserve and completely drain it of copper. But still, I slightly prefer. I suppose it's kind of like a little tiny sub goal, where it's like, yes, head towards the little light. Damn it, I still haven't got my horse head. That's just because it's the horse's penis is just too big. But yeah, no, I still, for some reason, just can't seem to get access to that final piece of the horse statue, and I don't know why. It's just slightly annoying now. I can never seem to get my horse statue. I'm destined to get dicks. Oh, this is another one I've got a bad dozen of. Right, I say that. It's actually a quarter dozen. I've got 3 of the bastards. But that's still too many fans, frankly. I've turned them all off because they were making a hell of a racket. Even though it's summer. I imagine the fans would help in the summer, but I don't think they're going to assist all that much when it comes to sleeping at night, because they are just like, but that times 3. So I imagine you can imagine what that is. Oh, we hit a copper scene. Slightly difficult, yeah. Difficult with copper. It does meld quite a bit into the dirt. Far more so than some of the other ores, at least. There are some ores that you can really tell that is definitely whatever ore. But copper is a bit more sort of like, oh, it's getting late. Oh dear. They're going to throw me out of here in a minute and put me to bed. Well, you don't want to be put to bed. Well, you can work all night. Don't put me to bed. But yeah, apparently, I've never actually had it happen, so I don't know if there's a negative attached to it. But apparently at 3 AM, they are going to toss me out of here and send me to bed without any dinner. You're not my mum, game. You're not my mum. You ain't my diddy. I feel obliged to explain that quote again. I think I've explained the quote a few times, but it's one of those ones that's just weirdly stuck with me over the years. It's a bit like the other day, someone mentioned Parappa the Rapper, and if anybody mentions Parappa the Rapper, the first thing that springs to mind... Oh, I've run out of stamina as well. Oh well. I suppose we'll get out of the mine and then it'll fucking throw me to bed, I suppose. But yeah, someone mentioned Parappa the Rapper, and the first thing I can hear it almost perfectly as the game originally did it. Oh, there we go. I've just passed out. I think I stabbed myself in the face with a pickaxe though, which I don't. I mean, I know she wants to go to sleep, but stabbing yourself in the face with a pickaxe is probably not the way to do it. Anyway, so here we go. I suppose you may have seen a quick sweep when I woke up the first time, but nonetheless, we've got a sort of stuffed toy, horrible looking thing, isn't it? Bookcase with 3 books on, and that is the maximum number of books I fear I can put. I have 3 clocks over this side, just to make sure I always know what time it is. And I've got a clock over here, just in case as well. And I've got a clock over here, so no matter where I am in the room, I can basically tell what the time is. It'd be nice if you could actually adjust the time, because then at least I could justify the multiple clocks, like this is the time in New York, this is the time in Beijing, you know, stock market style. Here's the double sofa. I can in fact sit in the double sofa, but I do have my face inside. There's nobody here. Come, sit on the sofa. There's nobody peeping behind. Especially, it's made worse by how pale she is. And it has been made abundantly clear quite how pale she is. Because when you see other people, you realise how pale she is. Like, so pale. I put too much paleness in her, really, but still. It makes me chuckle every time, and yeah, now I'm just hiding in my sofa fort, waiting for someone to sit on this sofa, and when they do, I'll leap out! Ah! Anyway, so yeah, I've got sofa there, sofa there, sofa there, sofa there, sofa there, sofa there. Table with a frog on top, sofa there. Register for fighting. Oh shit, yeah, I need to do that. Must admit, I don't know where to do that. That's going to be awkward, but oh well. We'll deal with this situation first, which is glass and bricks. Usually you wouldn't do glass and bricks together, but no, we didn't want that. We wanted bronze bars. That's more important for now. And charcoal, if you don't mind. This thing can only do a maximum of 10 pieces. So you do have to sort of fill that up. 5 of 5 of my carbon steels. Excellent. So what we really need is you to work on 2 more of those steel plates. And now let's see about putting my stuff away. So we got 47 more copper ore. That's not too bad. A bit of tin ore. Not fussed about tin ore all that much. Any other ores? No. Oh, that's alarming. Where's my stone bits? Stone things. We'll deal with those first. Dirt goes in the stone things because I didn't have anywhere else specific to put it. So it's sufficient. Power techie bits. Techie bits. Unknown recipe. To be sold. Yeah, I think unknown recipe can be to be sold. Engines are techie bits. Glass goes. Glasgow. Hey, you bastard. What you doing in Glasgow, you wee shit? And another one of my structural theories can be in to be sold. Oh, to be sold, to be sold, to be sold. To be sold. There we go. To be sold, to be sold. I think we can probably afford to sell the fan and sell the clock now. And now research bits and bobs. I'll try and put them in with their own kind if AIM will do. Where's the other? Oh, more research. They must be in some kind of... don't necessarily know... alphabetical? Yeah, it's looking like alphabetical. That's fair enough. It's not an unreasonable way of doing things. No, we need the charcoal. That's a shame. I could do... I suppose I could do some charcoal here. But... I don't know if it's worthwhile. Maybe. Probably worthwhile doing more bronze bars for now. Because bronze bars are quite useful. Now, let's try and figure out if there's an obvious... So there's Phyllis's remedy again. Which means I need to try and deal with that. Let there be light. Registration for the Fight Club is over the back here. Over the back here and far away. I'm assuming I can't take my sword to Fight Club. I do slightly wonder if I can take my boxing gloves to Fight Club. Fight Club, even. But we'll have to wait and see. Oh, they've built a massive ring as well. Have you got a massive ring? Only when I shit too hard. You're a terrible person. Yes, indeed. Portia Martial Arts Tournament. Yes, please. Registration complete. The specific schedule will be announced on the day of the tournament. Excellent. Well, that solves that problem. Let's go. Hello, hello.
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 I should have thought this sooner.
Yes, you should have caught that sooner. At least you're not telling me you're sweaty this time. Yeah, green goo is something to do with the villains. I imagine you're right, sir. Oh, there's Sam.
Hey.
Hey,
I
hey,
hope
hey.
there aren't any other...
I'm sincerely hoping so. I'm only doing this for the relationship points. I couldn't give a shit about these people. There's an element of I fear that's a little bit too insightful to my brain. I'm just doing it for the relationship points. I don't give a shit about people.
Things like that. Basically water poisoning.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Not really.
Well, now, yes, actually. Phyllis has been working on a new antitoxin for a while now.
Oh, I see. I'm getting Phyllis's mission from Dr. Zhu.
But she thinks it needs a better primer to maximize it.
Oh, do I have bamboo papayas? I feel like I have bamboo
If you
papayas.
have time, please find some for her to test out. I think there are some wild bamboo papayas over in the
maybe not
collapsed
then.
wasteland.
So I don't know if I've been to the collapsed wasteland all that much. I feel like I have had a bamboo papaya in the past, but I cannot guarantee this. I'll tell you one thing I will do, just get it out of my inventory. I was hoping to build the second piece as well, but I'm going to install the haunted tree of lights, this tree of claws. I'm going to excitedly run it to the building. Oh shit, yeah, the entire river's fucked, isn't it? I bet this is the two idiots again. Huss and Truss. They're a pair of our souls. Is that for the Tree of Claws? Is that the Tree of Claws? Yes, it is. Excellent. There we go. I've installed the Tree of Claws, and then we'll have a little talk to...
My stomach ache.
Well, you shouldn't have eaten something you shouldn't have eaten, sir. If you were sensible, you would not drink or eat the water. Gonna try and get myself some more crystals. A little bit of crystal in the morning will perk you right up. Excellent. You get power stones for that as well, which is always useful. I don't think I'm ever really going to run short of power stones, but you never know. It's always worthwhile having them. Oh, no, there we go. Right position. Right position. I never really got round to asking. I always get distracted by the game. I can't help myself. It's my primary focus. Always want to make sure I'm doing the game as well as I can at any given time. But what were people up to today? How are people and what are people up to? Are people up to anything interesting? Are you doing anything worth anything, or are you just relaxing? Oh yes. So crystals I've put as a stone thing. Don't know if I 100% agree with that, but I've put all my precious gems, my topaz I think that is, yeah. I need to get myself a tiger and install that topaz into it so I can go topaz tiger. But that's because I'm kind of sad and like Yu-Gi-Oh! From the research centre, excellent. Tomorrow we'll get another research bit done, I believe. Let's deal with the Pambats. I think that's probably one of the easiest things to deal with next. We've got my sword out. Oh, hello. It's Remington Steel.
Hi. We're trying to locate all...
I don't care. I just want the points. Just give me your precious points. I just need your relationship points. I will max out my relationship meter. I apologise again to a certain extent for the stuttering. I can't help it. It gets slightly better. I think a lot of it's to do with when it starts loading in new bits and pieces, which is slightly awkward, but nonetheless a fact.
So glad you came. We're at our wits' end here.
Yeah, well, I got distracted off of the topic, but I was discussing Parappa the Rapper, which also led on to a completely different topic as well, or was led from a different topic. But nonetheless, Parappa the Rapper, toast the buns, flip the patties over, and that's the two lines that sort of stick in my brain. I am aware of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. It's certainly some form of something to do with Borderlands, isn't it? I'm assuming it's roughly the same gameplay, but I don't know for certain. I might be mistaken, but I believe it's the same sort of Borderlands gameplay, which is always quite fun and entertaining. I think I completed the pre-sequel, but I've not ended up completing any of the others. I have played Borderlands 1 like twice and never quite gotten around to finishing it. Borderlands 2 I don't think I've ever touched. I have played the Telltale game from the Tales from Borderlands, I think it was called. But anyway, so whenever Parappa the Rapper's mentioned, I always think of toast the buns, flip the patties over. And likewise, where we started in that sort of conversational arc was You Ain't My Diddy was from a TV programme years and years and years and years ago. So many years I can't remember what the fuck it was called. And if you played the D&D inspired, I have not played as I say, I don't think I've touched Borderlands 2 at all, so I have not played the D&D inspired, but I am aware of the D&D inspired stuff. It's that, but a whole Borderlands game. Nice. I'm not that surprised, because I think that D&D inspired DLC was one of their most popular things they ever did. And I think in fairness, Tiny Tina has become one of their most popular characters they've got. I can't deny I like Zero, because he's a swordsman and he's kind of cool. And I just like that whole mask with the kind of ASCII emoji type thing on it. I kind of enjoy that as a concept and an idea. It's quite nice. But yeah, you ain't my daddy. It was an alien invasion-y program. I'll tell you what, I might be able to do something. I'm going to find out what the fuck it's called. Now it's just a personal mission, but there you go. Hopefully I can. I'm going to go on a sort of slightly roundabout sort of way of discovering it. No, that's not how you spell. There we go. Is that going to work? Yes, it is. Here we go. Because it's also roughly why. Oh, there we go. I think it might be that one. Yeah, that's got to be the one. Yeah, that's the one. There we go. So yeah, it was a TV series, 2005. So that's 17 years ago. Good God. And yet the line still rests in my brain. You ain't my daddy. But yeah, it was called Invasion, and somewhat similar to Invasion of the Body Snatchers, which is pretty much exactly what it was. Water-based creatures infiltrate a small Florida town and begin to take over the bodies of the town's inhabitants through a cloning process. And this is why I tend to refer to the actor William Fichtner. I don't know if that's precisely how you pronounce it, but William Fichtner. It's roughly how it's spelled. It's why I refer to him as Fishface. It's nothing to do with what he actually looks like. But he played one of these fish creatures in the TV programme. And so now he is just known as Fishface for me. But nonetheless, there was a line. I think he played the sheriff, so I don't know whether it was his father. He was the father to the son, or someone else. But nonetheless, there was a small child with a very thick sort of accent that was like, "You ain't my daddy," because he realised that his father wasn't actually his father, which I mean is basically what the line says, isn't it? Really, but still, it is just one of those weird things. I don't know. Does anybody else have one of those weird things? Because that's 17 years. 17 years that's been with me. And every now and again, the brain just goes, remember that? You ain't my daddy. I do. I don't remember how to do... Actually, that would be a lie. I was going to say I don't remember how to do a quadratic equation, but I think I do. But, you know, I don't remember basic things from years and years ago that I learnt. And yet I remember the line, you ain't my daddy. And I remember the story behind it. And I remember William Fichtner at all times. And I remember he's known as Fishface. Exclusively to me, of course. But how is Tiny Tina's Wonderlands? I am curious. Is it good? I imagine it's good. Sure, I can defeat some panbats.
But how do you plan on solving this?
I mean, I'm probably going to whack them.
I'll go talk with the research center first.
Oh.
They might think of something.
Oh, I mean... I could just... Guys, I could just twat them. I bought the sword. You do realize I literally bought the sword for this purpose. Fine. Okay, tree farm is currently closed. God damn it. You don't know why the tree farm is closed. Let's go. This is like an unfortunate thing. I think at some point I might be able to get some kind of mount. Plus, I don't know what that button does. It's currently unavailable, but I don't know what eventually it will do. At some point I will, so you don't, no spoilers. Eventually I'm sure I'll find out what that button does, and it will do something majestic, and I'll be like, yay, this is pleasing to me. I'm liking it more than Borderlands 3 for sure. Must be good because I finished it last night, then immediately made a new character to try a different class. Wow, that is definitely, for me at least, that is the surefire statement of this is good. Because I found that with Final Fantasy VII Remake specifically. I found myself immediately going, do you know what? Maybe I could try hard mode. And I think that is, if you immediately start a game afresh, that is testament to the fact that it's fucking good. Okay, so I've got about 10 hours on those. So research centre, I suppose, is probably my best bet. Try and find out about these pan bats. I really do hope that these are bats with pans. I'm not entirely sure what else a panbat could be, but in this game it's difficult because they add sort of urchins with umbrellas, mad crabs, which are basically just crabs. There's nothing special to do with their crabs. They're just crabs. But they've also got sort of wizard robe things as well, I think, somewhere. Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh, you're not the cat. Oh, fuck off. I thought you were the pinky cat. Oh, here's the idiot. Oh, no, I didn't mean to sit on the bench. Don't sit on the bench, dear.
What is it?
Nothing. I just wanted the points. I'd forgotten there was a Borderlands 3. I thought there was literally only Borderlands 2. Is there an actual Borderlands? Oh, yeah, I think that was only recently-ish, wasn't it? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I think I've drifted away from Borderlands a little bit, despite quite enjoying them. But I don't know.
Something to stop a panbat.
It's one of those ones where I always feel like it might be quite nice to do it as a multiplayer game.
Director, do you know anything that might stop a panbat?
Of course,
actually
my
getting
dear. Panbats
people
are
to
very
play a
simple
multiplayer
to
game
sound.
is
If you
alarmingly
make
difficult,
some sort of
frankly.
sound amplifier, you'll be able to scare those poor things away in no time.
Oh, I see.
Alright, so a boombox. Let's see, I can think of two designs. A very straightforward design. It might be kind of noisy, but it will be easy to make.
Oh.
Alternatively, there is a more complicated design that will be able to play music. I don't know what the effect on the panbats will be. It's up to you.
I want both.
You're the type that wants everything,
Fuck
huh?
yeah.
For that, I think we'll need 8 data disks.
Not a problem. You have 8 data disks. I can give you 8
have
data
them
disks
free.
right now.
It'll take a
I've always got data disks. I've got plentiful data disks. In fact,
Hi.
would you like more data
Director and I
disks?
have been-
Research?
research is
No, I was going to
almost
say,
done.
unfortunately, I can't preemptively give you more data disks for more research. You've got to wait until the previous research is done. Which is like, arg, please. I just want to give you all of my data disks. Take them. Take them and do research for me. Please. That's what I want. But unfortunately, no. You're not allowed that. Hey, Jack. You're a little shit, aren't you? Yeah. You can tell by his face. You can tell by the way he moves his face. He's a real shit, and that's for sure. Toby's not so bad. You can tell by his face. He's a reasonable shit, but I feel like he's just been pulled in. You know, like Django's trying to pull him towards a better life, and the other little shit is trying to pull him back to the life of degenerate crap. Right, no more resources again. No more racists, I think. It almost sounded like I was going towards. Which I'm sure would be delightful. A world with no racism would be delicious. But unfortunately, it is not the case. What do we want to do? Possibly just go down back into the mine. Back into the mine. I don't think we got anything else specific at the moment. Let's just have a look at my missions. Martha's delivery. Oh, God, yeah. 3 days. Yeah, I might have to bite the bullet and buy those. Let there be light. We're dealing with that. Oh, shit, yeah. We want single seats. 4 of the bastards. Let's try and find... I believe they're here. Yes, they are. So, I need 3 more leathers? Yes, 3 more leathers. Get those started, hopefully. Excellent. Right, that should get me in good standing with getting those bits and bobbles. And shall we do a sort of tree run? Yeah. Don't know if I can be bothered to go back into the mine, so we'll just do a mass tree finale. We'll try and trash all of the trees. Oh, come on, game. There we go. Don't be a dickhole. Or did I actually get them as recipes? No. I thought they were sort of recipes I'd have to learn via books. I think they're going to be on the big platform again. Oh, it's really not enjoying it today. I suppose it's probably the stream affecting it slightly more. But usually it's a little bit better than this. And considering, I will point out, I have lowered a lot of the settings. Granted, I then increased them again because it didn't seem to make any difference. As I say, I don't know precisely what it is that's the root cause of it being a bit of a shit, but I just don't like it don't like performing well. I've tried to have a look into it, and I did do one suggestion. One suggestion was to try and adjust the cores that the game was using, and it was like, take it off of here and just choose one. And I was like, alright, I'll choose one. Oh no, that's made it a lot worse. So I stuck it immediately straight back to the way it was. Because it was like, nope, this is bullshit, isn't it? I can't move anymore. This is the worst situation that could have happened. I can no longer function in the game, which is not what you want in the game. You wanna be... Oh, hello. That's alright, Remington, don't mind me. I was just clearing that way for you. I'm not removing every tree in the vicinity. I'm removing every tree in the vicinity. Don't tell Remington. He might have something to say about it. So far, nobody's complained about the fact that I regularly clear out every tree in this area. But I do fear at some point someone's going to come up to me and go, you do know you're clearing too many trees. Stop taking all the trees. But I very much do take all of the trees. All of the trees are mine, mine to take. All of your rocks are also mine. So I think the general plan is I'll take this day and deal with general mining and general tree removal. Welcome to the boardroom. How are you? Would you like a cup of tea? No, we're both fine, thank you. We've come in to talk to you about rocks and trees. I would assume so, general tree removal. I'm making the suggestion that they're characters. It's not gone well. My improv skills are lackluster. Yes, and... No, don't do that. Don't do that. We've already established they're lackluster. Yes, and... No. No. Stop. We've already resorted to barring, which is always good news. Very much nothing's happened, so all we've got to discuss is the bar. And the bar of the world is barring up a bar. So I'm curious. Anybody else played any other new games of late? Let's see, what have I been playing recently? I have been playing Tales of Arise, which I tell you what, confused me earlier. I got to a pace that sort of it stood a chance of being endgame, but it didn't feel endgame enough to truly be endgame. And it turns out it's probably just about the middle. It's like the middling point, perhaps, because we're about 30 hours in, and Tales of games generally they tend to go towards the sort of 60 to 80 mark. But then it was like they double bossed me. I was like, oh, okay, maybe this is the end. And then it's like it's something like we finally brought it to an end, and then the other character went, or is it just the beginning? And it went back to a title screen. I was like, I'm sorry, what? What the fuck is happening? And it did its like introductory cutscene again. Not literally the same one, but like a new, like you would at the you'd play a prologue, you'd have the title come up, you'd have a little bit of a cutscene, and then you'd play the entire game. But this one was like, nope, halfway through, we're going to go, but this is only the beginning. Title screen, promo, cutscene, to show what's coming up in the game. Just like, what is happening? I don't understand. Have I just done a 30-hour prologue? It's like, I don't know of anything else that would have a 30-hour prologue. This is insane. But yeah, it was quite something. But it looks to be that there is a plentiful game left for me, which is nice enough. And I am slightly curious, because I was always forever curious about whether there's going to be sort of 2 more characters in the game or not. If they've got like the capacity, because they've got a character on each direction, essentially, on your D-pad, left, right, up, down. And then they've also got a secondary version of that, where you can hold a button and you get the second version come up. And so I am devilishly curious. I've currently got 6 characters, and I feel like surely the fact that they're going to fill in the 2 other gaps, that's kind of a given, surely. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to find out. But we shall see on that front. What else? Mostly I've been playing Portia, as was seen by the improvements to the home base. I've been playing a fair amount of Portia, just doing mostly this, wandering around, sapping my energy, collecting wood and other woody goodies. Woody goodies. In between times, I did technically, I haven't like fully sort of given up on it, although having said that, today's performance did sort of make me go, no, I don't know if I'm going to be back on this at all. But I did technically complete Stranger of Paradise, the Final Fantasy origin story, which was rather fun. One of those ones where it was like, so I'm not going to provide any spoilers because Square Enix might have my balls if I do. But nonetheless, it was like, I see. That's... do I know the twist? Do I know the twist? Do I know the twist? Maybe I don't know that. No, I do know the twist, okay. And so it really didn't come as any surprise whatsoever, which is a bit of a shame. It would have been nice if it had come as a bit of a surprise, but it did not. It did not surprise me in the slightest, which is always a bit of a shame. I suppose these things cannot be helped. But yeah, it would have been nice had it surprised me a little bit more, but it did not, unfortunately. We want our rocks. Get your rocks on, get your rocks on. Yeah, bloodstone in there, I think. Marble can go in there. Tin ore goes elsewhere. That's more in my woody bits. Where's my woody ores? Tin ore, copper ore. And now I need my wood bits again. Wooden trees. There we go. Tree. Don't remember where I put those. The cocoons might not look necessarily like wood, but they come from trees, like the rubber fruit. The rubber fruit and the other bits will come off of trees, so they've ended up in the tree box. But in fairness, I did call it wood and tree bits, so it's not so unreasonable. And this one's a bit more sort of... I do feel like this one's going to end up, yeah, mucus and glass in there, but the rest of it's all sort of fabricy bits, fibres and stuff. So maybe that will end up being fibre based. Well, I suppose we might as well have another. We'll plant them in the slightly different plant boxes. Have a pumpkin at the back and a wheat at the front. That'll do. A Will Wheaton. I'm gonna grow myself a Will Wheaton. And he's gonna be very pleased because he likes being grown by random strangers. More charcoal, methinks. I don't think it's going to be too bad having a plentiful supply of charcoal. We'll let that sort of finish. Question mark. Ah, my leather. Can't quite remember what I wanted leather for, but I'm sure I wanted it for something, and it's going to be very useful having it. Excellent. With a bit of luck, that will allow me to now build some more of those bars that I need. I know it's getting late. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock, isn't it? Jesus. Right, street lights, no, not quite. Single seats, that's what we needed. And we needed 4. Excellent. I suppose arguably it is in that exclamation mark. I keep frequently forgetting that exclamation mark, which is a bit of an annoyance. Now, why did I need bronze pipes? I wanted them for the lampposts, didn't I? Yes. So I need 4 more, ideally. I don't think I've got enough for 4 more, but... Oh no, 4 more precisely. Excellent. I have exactly 4 more. But yes, yeah, Stranger of Paradise, I enjoyed it, mostly. It's one of those games that's quite frustrating, because it's got just those few extra elements of Dark Souls that I don't like. The sort of idea of, oh look, you died, oh, go back and do it all again. Oh, what's that you doing? Go back and do it again. But I must admit, it's slightly better because they have save points and checkpoints outside of bosses. And I do mean just outside of bosses. So you don't have to faff around to get back to a boss to try it again, which I think is a vastly superior idea. And I was very pleased by that. Right, research results, excellent. The cooking set, marvellous. And research into the diagram, here's the result. That's the loudspeaker and the boombox. Excellent. Right, so we want to go back. So we've got something over here from someone. Is it you? Are you? No, you're who I'm looking for. No, it's weird having to avoid the pond. Hope to see you at the round table. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. You did want me to beat up Russo. Next time I see Russo, I'll try and beat him up. But no promises or guarantees, because I don't know if I'll see Russo again. I could play a game with Isaac if I wanted to.
Life is tough.
He does. He does like a Connect 5 type thing. I don't know where oh, there's Russo.
Hi.
Yes, I can beat up Russo. Is he going to be suddenly like miraculously strong? Oh yeah, no, he is. Although I'm not going to do too badly. But yeah, being level 50, holy shit. I was not expecting Russo to be level 50. He's just an old man, and yet somehow he is supreme. But my dodging skills are on point. You think you're good, old man, but I might be better. I am an immortal vampire from Romania, and I'm gonna try and trash your soul. Oh, it's gonna take a while if I do win, which is gonna irritate the fuck out of me. It's one of those ones where I'm kind of mostly just willing to wait until I'm level 50, and then I'll have an easier time, but I do suspect he is gonna win, because he does get just enough punches in. But does he kill his own mother? I don't know. Oh, draw! Oh, we must have run out of time. Oh, fair enough. I suppose I'll take the draw. It means I didn't lose, but equally he didn't win and I didn't lose. Welcome, Onibushu. Welcome to my time at Portia, where we're doing my time at Portia. It does sound a bit like a prison sentence when you say it like that, doesn't it? I'm doing my time at Portia. Yeah, what are you in for? I'm in for building shit without a license. No, but I suppose arguably we'll try doing the sort of 5 again. I don't know, like, until we perhaps find out at some point, maybe. I don't know if it will tell me that I've found all of the 5 data disk recipes. So, yeah, slightly awkward. Shit, what's that? A bright flash of light. I don't know.
Hey.
Suspicious.
Do you have a stomach ache?
I think someone's up to something.
See you.
I just don't know what. And that's always annoying and irksome. It's like, don't fiddle around with things. Just leave things the way they are. I know, I'm a terrible stick in the mud. But still. I was also discussing Stranger of Paradise a little bit. For anybody interested in Stranger of Paradise. I completed Stranger of Paradise. Now, whether I do much more, I don't know, because basically the end game stuff is all sort of... it's basically all like... There's a boss rush, there's a triple threat boss rush, and then there's an enemy onslaught. And it's quite... It was quite an annoying enemy onslaught, in fairness. I mean, I'm annoyed at things when they're too difficult in general, but this one was particularly sort of like, ugh, you irksome little turd. Because it was very much like, as much as I would like you to do these things, you also have this sort of, I'd love to be able to do the boss fights, but I can barely scrape through a single boss fight, let alone multiple boss fights. But the other bit where they've got sort of where they do the general fight, they've set it up in such a perfect way that it's like, okay, I'm fine fighting this. Oh, you've summoned several more because I've gotten this far. What happens if I change my focus to these targets? Oh, okay, these targets trigger more targets to approach. And it does get a little bit sort of frustrating where it's like, you've maybe put too many targets on the field now. You've asked me to fight too many things. So, are we... I think it's the day... Oops, I've gone the wrong way. Of course I have. Yes, it's the day before. So, did we want to go into the mine? I mean, arguably, yes, is probably the best bet. Yeah, I think we'll go into the mine and leave anything else till an alternate occasion. Because the problem with the mine is you pay out an amount of cash, which, you know, granted, I've got a fairly heavy supply of cash at the moment, I think. Yeah, 7,602 is not a bad volume of cash, but nonetheless, you pay out cash, and then you've got access for a week. And so you kind of want to pay out the cash and get the most out of your week. But there you go. And I'm assuming, because, yeah, this side is only 200, so the other side is probably... so they're completely separate is what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just sort of gabbling on, which I suppose is kind of the thing. To a certain extent that happens when you're doing a stream. You just sort of go on and on and on, hoping that something interesting might be said, and then it will be all worth someone's time to listen. It's very rare that anything worthwhile being said is said here, though. You hit plat 4 again, nice. I'm nearing more pulls. We'll probably hit 10k by Saturday night, nice. And try and finish Gren Maju and the Skull Servants. Probably pull the Mayakashi. That's when you drop your cashew on the floor. Mayakashu. Why is Mayakashu on the floor? Not much in terms of gaming excitement here. Oh, that's a shame. I recently as well, on top of all the other things I'm playing, I know, but I recently have started Bravely Default to Bravely Second. Get terribly confused with those. But yeah, there was Bravely Default, and then there was Bravely Second, and now there is also a Bravely Default 2. Bravely Default was fun, and then Bravely Second is basically a follow-on from Bravely Default. It introduces a brand new mechanic, which is where the second thing comes from, but nonetheless, it is the same. It's the same characters, and you're kind of picking up from where their journey finished, which is quite nice. I quite like that. And then Bravely Default 2, I believe, is a completely new game, using the same sort of systems, but nonetheless brand new, which is nice enough. I haven't gotten around to playing that one. I was slightly tempted when there was a Square Enix sale, but I basically run out of money, so I felt, I felt it prudent to go, no, I best not buy something with money I don't actually have, which I think was very mature of me. It was very mature of me to do life properly and deny myself something because of the whole not having the money for it. Disappointing, but mature. But there you go. Next on my list is probably Rogue Legacy 2. Ah, yes. I don't think I own Rogue Legacy 2. I'm not sure now. I definitely own Rogue Legacy the first. It was quite entertaining with the whole sort of... it was very good the way they justified the idea of you losing and it being your... And it was... Or am I getting confused? No, it's the right game I'm thinking of. But it's all to do with sort of ancestors, and they get different traits, don't they? So you could have a weak-willed ancestor, and he had something wrong with him and stuff. And yeah, it was a very good game. We looked at that one. And Rogue, I can't help but think, yeah, that's why it's called Legacy, isn't it? You fucking idiot. The fucking idiot was aimed at me, by the way, if you were wondering. If you were concerned that I was suggesting you were a fucking idiot, I wasn't. I was suggesting I was a fucking idiot for not realising the link between the idea of a familial connection and the fact that it's called Legacy. But there you go. Sometimes I am just a little bit slow, and by a little bit I probably mean quite a lot. Oh, this is a nice amount of copper we're getting here. This is kind of how you're supposed to do it if you're after a specific tool, a specific sort of piece, material. You 100%ed the first one, and that doesn't surprise me. I do enjoy 100%ing things, but I rarely do it. I rarely do it, because most of them... I'm acutely aware of what I can and can't do, I think, essentially. And so it's like, yep, that's not what you've asked me to do there, game. I cannot do. And at that point, I do sort of do the slightly more churlish sort of, well, if I can't do this challenge, there's no point in doing all the rest of these challenges. So I then sort of stop caring about the achievements at all, which is slightly unfortunate, perhaps, but the way it goes, I suppose. The way it goes. As well as more traits, some of them much more difficult, but also give you a bonus multiplier on money earned. Oh, that's quite nice. But yeah, I don't think I own that one. I don't think I own that one. I may suddenly discover that I do. There's a bird up there. There's a bird. Oh. There's a bird. Well, now it's in my inventory. It's worth 2 in the bush. Let's try and grab that as well. A small engine. Relatively useful. I don't like the DDs needed small engines, and I've got a series of large engines as well. Oh, I'm out of energy. Blimey. Well, that's my mining day done. You can use food to regain stamina, but I can't deny it. I tend to just burn through the meter and then leave it at that and carry on. What I might do is I might try and pop some more stamina-based bits in my house, because I do have a little bit more space. But I don't know. It just means like I've just got so many clocks. It's ridiculous. To be sold, that's the one. So what's that one? Max health plus 16. Max health plus 14. So unfortunately. Oh, there we go. All of the sofas, yes. Bring all of the sofas. So the crucial thing, the reason why I'm doing this partially is to test the theory. So if the theory is correct, when I install that, I should get extra maximum health. And when I install these sofas, I should get more maximum stamina. So let's go ahead and install this sofa. Aha! I get the impression. Yeah. I don't think multiples stack after all. Unless maybe let's exit the building and see if that changes anything. But I get the impression. Yeah. We could put a sofa in the garden, I suppose, but I mean I don't really need a sofa in the garden, truth be told, but still. I might as well sell them after all, which is fine. Yeah, I think I was going to sell rusty pipes. Sell my rusty pipes. But that means most of these other bits and pieces where I've got lots and lots of things all stacked together are unimportant and therefore not something I need to worry about. So arguably I could just sell that, I think. I don't need the rackets either, to be honest. Probably don't need that. Especially I've got a critical chance from the knife. We don't need those swords, but I don't know, I feel almost obliged to keep those swords for no good reason. Well done. Well done, you absolute arsehole. Exactly. You're learning now. He's an absolute arsehole of a human. Hell yes. Indeed he do. Belongs in a museum. No, that's for later. Creature comforts, no. Farming goods, no. Fishing goods, no. No food. More research. There we go. That's kind of what we want, I suppose. Any ores? Yeah, copper ore. Lots and lots of copper ore and a bit of tin ore. Marvellous. Oh, there we go. We want to put the bird in there. Yeah. Good. We've got one of those. Superb. Stone things. techie metal. That's it. Techie metal there as well. And to be sold, to be sold, to be sold, to be sold. First one wasn't too hard to complete if you could beat the upgraded challenge version of the bosses. Now see, that's where you say it's not too hard to complete, as long as you can beat the upgraded challenge versions. I probably couldn't beat the downgraded challenge versions of the bosses. So, rather difficult for me to beat the upgraded versions, which is usually the problem I find myself with. Let's just grab some more charcoal. Fuck it. Just need a bit of charcoal in my life. And more bronze bars. Fuck it. Well, weirdly, why? Oh, because I've maxed it back to 10. That's fine. Now, there's my bronze pipes. And I believe I needed precisely 4, so we should be able to deal with 2 of these streetlights. Excellent. 1, I could have just done them at the same time. I fucked that up. It's fine. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's build a tea table. Small chair. Fuck it, small chair. Stone stool. Nah, you're alright there. Water bucket. Oh, I see, he actually wanted water bucket, not... Ah, right, I got confused, it's fine. Music box. Yeah, fuck it, let's have a music box. Sorry, will you stop just picking things up? You should be focusing on other things. Yes, I should, but fuck it. Decorations. Hey, right now I should be able to build some carbon steel bars. In fact, I can build 20 carbon steel bars. That'll do nicely. Off you pop. Get in there, son. And now, pop those back in there. Pop those two. No, not in the... Idiot. I wanted them on the hotbar. But they got on the hotbar eventually anyway, so not all that unreasonable. The base version of the bosses were pretty easy. Again, you say these words, and it's unfortunate. It's simply not true. But there you go. Or not true for me, I suppose, is the crucial detail. Whoops. There we go, excellent. And now music box. Can you put the music box? No, you can't. That's fine. I don't suppose you can put it on the table either. In between the washing machine? No. From the side here? Yeah, that'll do. Let's try and make it so that it's not pounding music into the wall. I mean, it's not the world's greatest of tunes, but I suppose it's slightly different, isn't it? No, again, we need to push a different button. There we go. Hard version was definitely a challenge, though. Even for maxed out skill tree, they took me a few tries. Yeah, I imagine, again, that's one of those ones where, even with maxed out skill trees, they would take me longer than a few tries. And I suspect that's where my patience would wear thin. I mean, I'm reasonably pleased with myself that I managed to do Stranger of Paradise. Oh, you want me to hydrate? There we go, lovely. I won't drink that pond water if it's all the same, because it is sticky and green. And you don't really want it to be sticky and green. If it is, I'd suggest going to see a doctor regarding your stickiness. Okay, pop a street light there. Excellent. And now we want to wrap around here and pop another street light in. Now I've got a nasty feeling that most, if not everything, shuts down at 8 o'clock here. Oh, hello, Phyllis. I'll just have a chat to Phyllis. There you go. I am looking for your bamboo papayas. Oh, I think I found your bamboo papayas. And yes, it's simply because Phyllis has enormous knockers that I'm making terrible comments regarding her enormous knockers. So, is this a... I suppose this might actually be Antoine. I don't know if Antoine's going to accept things whilst not at work. Oh no, he will. He will. Good lad. I mean, you're off duty, Chief. You don't have to do that. But I appreciate you putting in the effort, son. If you're particularly interested, there's all sorts of, like, can we see her in enormous numbers? I'd have to go find her again, and I don't know where she is. could try and find her, but as I say, a lot of people do tend to hang out in that bar. But oh no, she's still over here. She's still over here. I don't think there's a first person, so we can't get a full on. Oh, she's bending down, so that's something. I mean, in fairness, she's not doing the greatest of things because she does have a boob window, and there is no real significant necessity for a boob window in any outfit, I don't think. But nonetheless, there you go. They are substantial. And she's in a nurse's uniform. And I must admit, we might have to have words with Dr. Zhu if that is the nurse's uniform. Dr. Zhu, why does the nurse's uniform have a boob window? Extra storage? Yes, extra storage. Oh my. Anyway, what I was going to show off before you insisted on me showing those off was I was going to show off the darts. Because the darts is quite easy. You move that around with the right analog stick, and then you sort of... I'm never going to be able to do it now, I've said it's easy, but still. You get a dart ready, and then a little sooner you throw the dart there. And then you get a dart ready, and you throw a dart in there. And then we come back down to the bottom, you get a dart ready, you throw the dart in. You get a dart ready, and you toss that dart in. In fact, I think I double tapped in a single area. Excellent, there you go. And you earn some badges for doing that. It's marvellous. It's lovely. And then this one is so much easier to do with the mouse. Not 100%, because you still got to factor in some elements. It's not an easy game, but it's a lot easier doing it via the mouse than anything else. And basically you have X amount of bullets. I'm not sure precisely how many bullets. 20 bullets. So you can try and be fairly patient, but it's one of those ones where, you know, if you want to take a shot, you take a shot. If you think you've got the shot, you take the shot. If it turns out you don't have the shot, well, fuck. You fucked up. I don't know if there's a hierarchy of what balloons score what, but it's mildly amusing. And you get a few of these little night badges. I've got a few at home as well, so I'll probably take them and pop them in my emblem chest. Because I've got some fishing emblems as well somewhere online. Can't remember where I got them from. But you can trade them in for certain items. Oh, the other sort of fairly major thing was the fact that I've got a scarf, for starters, and I've got brand new clothes. Arguably, it's difficult to tell because they look roughly like the old ones, but I do have a brand new outfit from where we started. Bar done there. Some charcoal ready. Might as well. It's usually worthwhile making sure these have got full fuel for overnight purposes. Otherwise, you will find yourself slightly disappointed in the fact that they'll run out of fuel and you'll be like, oh, poopy. We didn't want you running out of fuel. Right, we want wood. Wooden tree bits. Wood. Oh, I suppose I can probably put my emblems. There we go. Emblem chest from here as well. I've now got 153 night emblems, owing primarily to the fact that the night games are really easy. Oh, I did refuel that one. I wasn't convinced I had. Steel plate. Not quite. Need another bar. But so close. I think. Because it's 4. No, it's 5. Oh, cock. I think I've only got 3. So not as close as I thought I was. Yeah, I thought I was closer. I thought my body was closer. My body was real closer. I meant to thank you for your help with the 3D logo. Worked like a charm. You the man. I think it was that the resizing of Thingamabob. The arcade attack one. Because I did see the end result there. And it does look very nice upon the old wall. Oh, 2 hours until the martial arts tournament. Oh, well, I suppose we go. That is... Shut up, you horrible little worm. So if I take that and put it in my inventory, that doesn't change my stats. So if I take that, but this, theoretically... Interesting. Max health plus 16. I suppose maybe I just have a cap. Because it does seem to register the fact that... Although it registers... I don't know. I don't understand. Anyway, oh shit, I need to... just need to work out how to send a fragile diorama via post now. Ooh. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily trust that or recommend it. But I suppose if you packed it well enough, perhaps. But I take it, was that a commission piece then you did? Or just something for someone else or something? Gift more so than commission piece, I don't know. But I must admit, I thought that was just something you were doing for yourself. Excellent. 2 days though, 2 days. I gave you bonus discs, you bastards. Taking liberties there, guys. Taking liberties. I must admit, I'll be slightly annoyed if I do get to use my boxing gloves because I've left my boxing gloves at home. But I don't know. We'll figure it out, I suppose. Oh, I've run out of stamina. A gift. Oh, well, I imagine that is going to be a gift that is going to be fucking well received. Because that is quite something. Hey, oh, hello. Okay, here we go. The first day of the martial art tournament is the pre-selection round. 4 winners will go to the next round. The second day is the semi-final and the final. The pre-selection round and the semi-final will adopt the best 2 out of 3, and the final is the best 3 out of 5. During the match, the player with 0 health or lower health when the time ends will be eliminated. Participants will have to step inside the ring to not be disqualified. Prior to every match, you may bet on the winner. Rewards for guessing correctly will be mailed after each individual match. Participation rewards will be mailed after your last match. Please view the match info during the tournament. Just started the next project. This one's for me. Ah, nice. What is your next project then, pray tell? Well, I don't know if you've given any clues, but if you have, I've forgotten them. So what is the next one? You may guess the winner prior to the matches, predict the winner by clicking on the portrait. You may also pick yourself. Well, that's probably what I'm going to do for the most part, because I have supreme confidence in my own abilities. Oh, this is gift exchange. I'm assuming this is for, yeah, this will be some kind of fighting martial arts badge. Nice. Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind a lovely drum. A wooden hassock! What do spiders prey on? Hassocks. Some balloons, badges. Oh, that's sort of ghostly badges. Interesting. Okay. View bracket. Let's see. Space Quest 3 diorama. Ooh. Now see, you know, obviously at all times I would highly recommend suggesting you share these things no end across social medias and stuff. But my word, I really definitely think you should be sharing that one, because I long to see a Space Quest 3 diorama. That will be quite fascinating. I reckon Antoine's got it in him. I reckon he's got some pent-up aggression. Paulie, I mean, come on, Paulie. You claim to be the big man. You keep putting everybody else down for being little men. Yeah, if you get beaten by a tiny Asian... Actually, I must admit, you're going to be beaten by a tiny Asian man. I feel slightly more confident in the tiny Asian man now. Now that I've referred to him as a tiny Asian man, I really think he's going to win. Which I feel like might be racist towards tiny Asian men. Anyway, so how do we... I suppose...
I love the new street lights.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very pleasant. Hello.
I'm so worried about this water.
That's
Goodbye.
fine. Oh, hello. Phyllis, come here.
Hi.
Come here, Phyllis.
We've been treating several
I want more
people.
relationship
Goodbye.
points with you. And Arla.
I'm feeling great about the streetlight.
That's good. That's good. I don't care.
We
Give me the
should have caught this
points.
sooner. We didn't See ya.
Petra, I quite like you, Petra, so...
Hi.
Why don't you just go home and do your reading? Or do your reading in your office? Hey, martial arts tournament. Okay. What do we do? Do we just sort of get in? No? Do I push a button? Do I wait? Guys, I don't know what I'm doing. Guys, help me. It's fine. I know. Okay, view bracket. So at some point I want to find Sam. Interact.
Really enjoying the addition of
Yep. Straight lights, mate. Straight lights. Nobody cares about straight lights.
Goodbye.
I just need to figure it out. Oh, okay. Higgins. versus Antoine. Are you, do you need permission? Fight. Go at it. Go. Enjoy. Oh, here we go. Yes. View bracket. Excellent. Okay, here we go. Higgins. Oh, Higgins. Oh, dear. Higgins has got some pent-up aggression in him. I'm going to lose my bet. Antoine was my boy. I was hoping for the best, Antoine, and you've let me down. Well, you've got 2 more fights. Come on, Antoine. Come on, Antoine. Come on, Antoine. Come on, Antoine. Was I supposed to be doing something else? I don't know. No, I think again it's just waiting. But oh, there is a old MacDonald has a quest for me. So
Hey there, Builder. I was just about to ask you something.
well, quick, I'm missing the fight, mate.
I was running a service to rent out my animals for riding. But a month before you came, a storm blew through here and damaged my stable. Higgins won't touch it, John.
Oh, I don't mind, mate.
Hoping you could give me a hand.
Yeah, sounds like a piece of piss.
Great. It's the stable in the
Yeah, that's fine. As long as you give me payment, I'm happy to do that, mate. I'm happy. Antoine, stop getting your shit kicked in, Antoine. Come on, Antoine. Come on, Antoine. You can do it. No, you can't. Higgins, apparently, is a fucking monster in the ring. Son of a bitch. We don't like Higgins, by the way, if anybody was interested. Mostly because the game tells you not to like Higgins, because Higgins is a dick. He acts like an absolute prick. And it's disappointing that he is a bastard. But there you go. I'll give him beatings at some point. But obviously not now. So theoretically, I'm guessing Albert and Django. Come on, Daddy Boba. Django Fett, by the way. It's not spelt like that, but still. This makes for a slightly different reference than Django Unchained, as usual. Django. Django! He's over there. Where's the other fella? I don't know. You guys getting in the ring? Do I get in the ring? No? I think it's just wait and see. Are we just patient? He's patient. Oh, there we go. Ringing a bell. Django's in. Oh, there's Albert. Go on, son. Go on, get in there. Come on, Django. Come on, Django. Do me proud. Do me proud. I've found a weird foot position that I'd like to partake in again. It was just on the cusp of falling over and no. Oh, there we go. I'm doing a kitty pride. Oh, Django, my man. You just fucking wrecked Albert. Absolutely decimated his soul and his spirit. Albert will never be the same again. He received such punchings. He's probably thinking to himself, I'm glad I'm wearing my brown trousers, 'cause you kicked the shit out of me. And I fear you're gonna do it again. Oh, no. Albert's doing a bit better this time, but Django, severe level advantage on Django there. He's just been doing this for a long time. He trains with swords, old Django. He's a chef as well, for anybody interested. He's a phenomenal little chef. Actually, he's quite a tall chef, but he's got a branch of restaurants up and down roads everywhere called Little Chef. Fantastic donuts. So one thing I remember about going to a Little Chef was just brilliant little tiny donuts. I'm sure you can get better donuts elsewhere, but it's one of those odd little ones where the only thing that really sticks with me for the idea of the Little Chef, because I think it was a stack of donuts that you poured a sort of hot chocolate sauce over. Now I may be getting confused, but that's one of my memories of Little Chef. So if it's not Little Chef, fuck. So come on. Who was I facing off against? I can't remember. Oh, our match is about to begin. I'm on the stage. I'm raring to go. I'm gonna fuck this fucking bitch up. I'm gonna fucking screw it. There we go. Okay, excellent. Although having said that, I've just realised this is a member of the Corps, and she gave me severe beatings last time. Got a big old box of Timbits. I'm not sure you should be taking boxes of Tim's bits, but each their own, I suppose. But yeah, Sam is quite a challenge. Ow, ow, ow. See my point? Seems almost unfair that they've put me up against... Also, technically, with the betting system, I could do a sort of fixed bet, couldn't I? I could fix the match. I don't want to, because I want to win, but technically speaking, I could guarantee myself at least one single bet won, simply because I could fix the match by losing, just intentionally losing. As I say, I'd rather not, and I'd really like to sort of watch and learn how you do all your fancy moves. She got fucking lightning coming out of her fists. When do I get lightning coming out of my fists? I mean, granted, I do have a sort of a wave attack with the big kick, but still, that's not lightning coming out of my feet, is it? Yeah, she's got the fucking shockwaves. Hey, game. When do I get my shockwaves? Oh, I think she's going to get me with that shockwave. Because that shockwave is doing quite a chunk of change. And I'm struggling slightly to get the fuck out of the way. I'm having to readjust my stratagem. And unfortunately, my stratagem doesn't like being readjusted. Ah, no. Oh, God. Oh, I've pissed her off. Think I've... Oh, you bastard. Yeah. I think they kind of screwed me by putting me against one of the members of the Civil Corps. The military... Basically, the military faction. The police of this place. So they've immediately gone, hey, I know. You can be put against one of the best fighters in the fucking town. Seems absolute horseshit. I suppose this is redemption for when I had to sort of survive against them last time. I suppose, yeah, sticking my finger in the plug socket would probably get me electric feet. In fact, you've regaled us with the tale of you doing the same thing. Did you feel like you became a better fighter after that scenario? I somehow suspect no. I doubt you even felt like a more prominent engineer. Electrician even. Both started with E, that was the problem. Yes! Just about. Just about. But there you go, I did manage to beat her, which is beneficial. Right, do I want to get off the ring, I suppose? Okay, so at this point... Yeah, I think Django. My vote still goes Django. I was shocked at the whole experience. Oh. Boo. Boo, hiss, boo. Oh, let's go see Ginger. Hello, Ginge. You alright, Ginge?
The new streetlights.
Her name is actually Ginger, I'd like to point out. Not just me being a dick. Her name is actually called Ginger. I don't know, but... Also, there's this. There's this. And yes, if you're sat there thinking, is that a bear in a dressing gown? The answer to that question is yes. Yes, it is a bear in a dressing gown. Who doesn't... I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I've never met a bear in a dressing gown. So I don't know if a bear in a dressing gown sounds like that. But I suspect the person who did the voice for that probably also hasn't met a bear in a dressing gown. Hence why it sounds like... It almost sounds like they didn't actually ask the voice actor to do a voice for Papa Bear. They just sort of stamped on his foot and he went, ah, ah, ah. You're sitting here wearing mine with an equal amount of hair. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, hello, QQ. I can't remember what QQ actually stood for. Queen... Pig? Pig doesn't start with a Q. It does if you say it like Quig. Paulie! Come on. I believe in you, Dr. Zhu. I believe that you are... Oh, you are going to get your shit kicked in, Dr. Zhu. Can I change my vote? Is it too late to change my vote now I've seen the level difference? Come on, Zhu. I believed in you. I racially profiled you, which meant I assumed you were going to be really good at combat. Now I'm disappointed in you, Dr. Zhu, and I'm disappointed in me. The only person here who's not disappointed me is Big Fat Paulie, who's not that fat. But whenever you see the name Paulie, you have to think of Big Fat Paulie. Did you just level up Dr. Zhu? I feel like Dr. Zhu leveled up. I swear he was level 10 in the last fight. Well done on leveling up, Dr. Zhu. I'm going to have words with you, though.
The city has added some street
Well,
lights. Some of my...
I'm glad that you're glad, but I'm equally disappointed that you... no, I haven't found your bamboo papayas. Jesus Christ, man. You just lost me a bet, you dick. And you immediately asked me about bamboo papayas. Motherfucker. Alright, so Paulie is level 30, which is a whole 5 levels more than the one I almost lost to. Can we just note, this side of the affair, very much sort of nobody past level 20, I don't think. I don't even think Django was level 25. This side, level 25, level 30. And they dumped me in this side. I'm gonna have to believe in myself. If you only believe in one thing, you gotta believe in yourself. If you only believe in two things, make sure one of the two is yourself. So I will believe in myself. I will believe that I have the power, I have the capacity, I have the awesomeness to beat down Big Fat Paulie and make it to the final. But we shall have to wait and see. I suppose technically, yeah, that's it for the fights today, isn't it? He said the rest of the fights were tomorrow, wasn't it? Or am I wrong? Yeah, semi-finals. That'll be 1, 2, 3 matches tomorrow, and they did 4 matches today. That makes a degree of sense. So there we go. Martial arts tournament has finished for the day. Foot there. Although it sounds like someone was giving beatings to someone. Can I beat up the children?
Darn with these new street lights.
Oh, sorry, Tybee. No, I can't beat him up. I can do rock, paper, scissors. I suppose we'll do that. Rock, rock. Rock, rock. Rock, rock. Rock, rock. Oh, rock, rock. Rock, rock. Oh, he's finally learnt, the little shit. Well, maybe he's overlearnt. No, he's not overlearnt. Okay. Bollocks. Yeah, fine. I hate rock, paper, scissors. Phyllis, can I rock, paper, scissors you? I mean, I literally just played rock, paper, scissors. Fucking dickhead game. Paper? We've papered one another. I keep forgetting the fact that I actually have to move it over. She seems to favour the paper. No, she's favouring the scissors now. Paper? No, scissors. Okay. No, okay. She just took me to town, took me to school. Not what I wanted, but still. Right, let's have a quick look at my missions handbook. See if there's anything else. So yeah, the stew's going to have to wait for a while. Martha's delivery. Definitely have to consider buying that. Wait for the diagrams, craft the tool, yes. Old McDonald's stable. I must admit, can we put that on? No, we'd need to ditch something else. Let's get rid of Phyllis's remedy and pop on his hardwood planks and iron bars. We should be able to do that relatively easily. I've got a stash of bars and wood located in my house. So with a bit of luck, we might be able to sort out his barn. More charcoal there. Yeah, I think really, considering the fact that we keep wanting charcoal for those blocks, we are going to want to continue the charcoal situation. I know the fuel's depleted. Let me install what I want you to do next, and then I'll refuel it. You could have just let me refuel the way I wanted to refuel. But no, I have to make a fuss. Pop those bars in there. And get me to my wood bits. And now I think we've got enough. 2 more steel plates. Excellent. Yes, I think that's correct. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So I do actually already have 15 hardwood planks. So if we can get our woody bits, which is over here. Our woody bits. Hardwood planks. And now earn bars. Do we have earn bars? I feel like we've got some earn bars. Earn bars. There we go. We might go and fix that stable for him. We'll do a night job, and then he'll wake up in the morning and go, "Oh, look, my barn." Fight emblems and some kind of sloppy dish. I'll take it. A spiced steak. Not quite as terrible as I thought. Exactly the same thing. More martial arts badges and another spiced steak. Let's pop the emblems and stuff in the kitchen. Well, not the well, technically the emblems are in the kitchen. They're next to the kitchen, but we'll pop the old... do we have... yeah, kitchen supplies? No, that has to go in kitchen supplies too. And now we need to find emblems. We'll pop our fighting emblems in there as well. And now let's take this hardwood plank where we need to go. Whoosh. It's going to be over here somewhere, I think. I'm assuming it's this little marker on the map that I'm heading towards. I might be wrong, but I'm fairly certain this is where Old MacDonald hangs out. So, Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a barn, E-I-E-I-O. I'm going to repair that barn. It's actually a stable, but never mind. There you go. He'll have a lovely surprise in the morning. Mucky D's. Oh, we can get a nice bit of beef, nice bit of chicken from Mucky D's, and we can also buy livestock, but I don't have anywhere to put the livestock, so it's a little bit awkward indeed. Where do we think MacDonald is? I'm sort of assuming he's perhaps in the round table. Maybe, yeah, I'm thinking that might be what they're suggesting. MacDonald's in the round table, having a few pints before he goes to bed. Which means we might cut him off as he leaves, maybe. Don't know if I'll actually have to go in the pub or not. Hey! I didn't see you at the fight club, mate. Don't step in the water, Chief.
We need to use more benevolent technology.
I wonder.
Hey, even after all these centuries. Goodbye.
Can we just sort of encourage him? I mean, he's not taking any damage, but still, we got his shoes messy. It's terrible how much pleasure I had in that. I suppose it's because it's slightly surprised. Oh, hello! What the fuck is this?
Product is going to be our ticket to fortune. Everyone want to buy it. I'll call it Foxy Matter.
I bet you.
I need to have this in my life now. I can market the product.
We can use ingredients from my farm.
Hey guys, what are you doing?
Scheming, I think.
Can you do us a tiny favor? We need a blender to blend the liquid. I think a builder like yourself is fit for the mission.
Yeah, I can probably build you a blender. I need to build myself a blender as well.
Here is the diagram.
I've already got the diagram for a blender.
Hope it'll help you.
No, because I do already have it, but that's fine. Back as soon as... I appreciate the thought. That's something, I suppose. Did Old Mackie D's? No, I think this is something completely different. Fair enough. Let's try and track down Old Mackie D's. Where are you, dirty old farmer? I gave him a pot of treacle. I might have to wait until morning. Catch him when he's on the farm. Big fat Paulie, you alright, buddy? I'm going to try and give you beatings tomorrow, yeah? I'll tell you what. I'm going to try and give you beatings now to make me feel slightly more confident in the morning. Whoa there, buddy. You're getting a little tasty. Whoa there. He's got an extra fucking ground slam. Unexpected ground slam in the house. Oh, yes indeed. I actually do feel slightly more confident because he's just that little bit too slow, which means I'm able to run rings around him. Now, granted, it's slightly concerning because the moment I don't run rings around him is probably the moment I get my shit pushed in, and nobody really wants that. It's only ever meant to exit. Oh dear. Very nearly fucked it. I don't think I'm quite going to win here unless I take some risks. Which, taking risks might just mean I'll lose, but nah, not quite. But, I do feel slightly more confident for the tournament tomorrow. I'm going to beat you, Paulie. I'm going to beat you bad. You're going to feel the wrath of my beating. And then you're going to regret your life choices. That's how powerful my beatings are. So I'm interested. Can I? Yes, I can. That's even more interesting and better. Wooden tree bits. Slightly more convenient if you're using a mouse. I can't deny. And I'm not using a mouse, so it's unfortunate. Paulie want a cracker? He does. He probably does. He's probably desperately longing for crackers, but can't eat them because he's a buff bodybuilder. So it's like, no, I can't eat them. I can't eat them. So I probably do want to do maybe more streetlights. I don't know. We cannot guarantee it. Yeah, small fence to wall in a small garden. So I think that's what you use for the other bit that I had. Bronze pipes, no. The fertilizer thing that I've got. Wooden drawers. Do I have wooden drawers? No, I've got cloth drawers like anybody else. It's different meaning of drawers. And no. But as I say, I do seem to have come to a kind of impasse at my stats, which I don't know whether that's just the way the game goes. Once you hit a certain height of your stats, they will not go any higher, perhaps. I don't know, but fuck it, we'll try. We'll try building a chest of drawers. Come here. You're being placed in the house, oh yes. I do feel like you'd look quite good next to, actually next to the bed. Although I can't put it next to the bed because of the builder license, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, that's interesting. I've put them the wrong way around, haven't I? There we go. Now they're an actual chest of drawers you can use. Which you can put things in there, but it's a bit pointless. Can that fit in there? No, shame. You're going to have to go there, perhaps? Yeah, it's sufficient. But yeah, we're still at 834 and 405, which does make me sort of suspect that maybe I've hit a cap somewhere on the line. Should really have used all my stamina before going to bed, but I was planning on doing something else, but I wouldn't mind finishing off the martial arts tournament. So we're going to do at least one more day in Portia. And then see if we've got time for something else. Because it's not really I don't know if it's really classified as a hodgepodge if it's only one thing. But there you go. I worry too much about the worst and oddest of things, I suppose. It makes no real difference at all what the thing is called. 2 more steel plates, which actually means, yes, I do have all of my steel plates that I wanted. Which is good news for me. And good news for you. And now back to... I should have really have done it a little bit more efficiently, but nonetheless, I now have my steel plates, which means I have my brand new industrial furnace. So we'll probably want to pick up creature comforts, put them somewhere else. That'll do. And now pick up the ores and bits. Pop those maybe, I don't know. But I'll pop them there for now. It doesn't really matter that much. And then we'll figure out... No, we can't put that in there. Okay. I don't know if that's going to cancel the job. Ah, no it didn't. Excellent. Superb. It's the daddy and the baby. Daddy and the baby. Ah, manganese. Oh, yeah, I know there's no fuel in it. Let me choose my product, and then I'll put your fucking fuel in. So 50? 50 manganese bars, please. Excellent. That's what we like to see. Now, we'll have to sort of perhaps pop that there. That'll do. Anyway, I need to head over to the martial arts tournament. Otherwise, I might get disqualified, and that would be annoying. Like, having said that, there is a fight before mine, so we should be fine. Manganese! Yes. It's often difficult with manganese because I find I don't read Japanese, and you got to read the right knee first, and I sometimes get confused because of the sort of difference in reading styles. So I'm usually expecting them to sort of read from the left knee into the right knee, but with manganese, of course, you're looking at your right knee first. It's very difficult. I think I may have milked that joke a little bit too far, but never mind. And fun fact, I did do a milking gesture, and it is alarming how similar a milking gesture is to a wanking gesture. But there you go. Excellent. Yay, he said, Sir, McDonald, I appear to have a cow now. Hello. I've got a martial arts tournament. Do you want to just... I'll just have to put you in my inventory, yeah? Don't worry, it's quite a large inventory. So you just sort of... You go here now. You can eat the herbs if you like. But, yeah, thank you. Thank you, yes, I don't think I necessarily needed a random cow. We did my guesses, don't we? So, marvellous. Marvellous. Wingardium Leviosa. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Fucking slap that bitch. I'm sorry. That's 2 cows. Technically, yeah, you're quite right. It's 2 cows. I've got 2 cows in my pocket, and I'm still... Doodly-doo. I don't know. Go on, Django. Go on. You beat that little bitch up. Yeah. You got what you deserved, Higgins. Been an arsehole since the beginning. And I must admit, well, actually, no, it'd be easier to beat. I almost want Higgins to win because then I can beat him up in the final. But ultimately, I would like to. Did you just insult my princess, Miss Emma Watson? I insulted the character Emma Watson played, yes. And she played it very well, which is why I would slap that bitch. Because she was played exactly what she was supposed to be, an irritating little girl who was obsessed with perfection. So it depends. Is your princess Hermione Granger, or is your princess Emma Watson? Because I've insulted Hermione Granger, not Emma Watson. There you go. See? Caveats. I live my life on the edge of caveats. There's always some wiggle room. Hey, Dr. Shu.
Hello, you have a stomachache?
No, I just want the relationship points.
Portia looks
Hello, Nora.
very...
See, she says Portia.
I've been getting some...
But I'm fairly certain there is someone here at some point who says Portia.
I hope there aren't any other sources.
Come on, get the fuck out of here. Oh, I'm assuming, Blue Boosh, now you're back. In your version of this game, have you met Papa Bear? Granger is an insufferable twat. There you go. I need to be ready for my fight, so I can't hang around with Papa Bear too much. But yeah, I don't know if in your game you may never have actually reached Papa Bear. But yeah, there's Papa Bear over there. I'm about to, yes, I need to beat down Paulie. And I'm hoping I can. I don't know if he's going to bring anything more to this fight than he does at Paulie. Paulie? Mate, you're going to get yourself disqualified, son. Oh, no, he figured it out. Shame. Oi, shame. And make her eggs Benedict. I don't know if she's got any links to Benedict Cumberbatch. Jesus Christ, that was louder than previous occasions, so he might be ringing his A game. Oh, not that way. Don't roll into the man. If we're trying to avoid a beating, you don't roll into the man's fists. We roll away from the man's fists. It's going to be that op smash. Precisely how you do an op smash, I do not know, but the one where he grabs the earth from the ground and does like an extra shockwave. Yeah, Cumber Twat. Yes, Thunder Snatch. Bumber Snatch. cucumber boy. I find kicking works really well. Now, you might have to help me then. You may have to define how do you kick specifically then. Because I know you can attack with the combo and get into kicks. Hey, I won. That's alright then. But I was unaware you could specifically kick. And that's the... what's it? But yeah, as far as I'm aware, I only have one attack button. I can't even combine it with jumping. Oh, I almost got myself DQ'd because I suppose I wasn't in the ring because I was floating above the ring. Unless maybe dodge and attack? No. Oh, good lord, man. Here! Dodging around, come on, sir. You know you want to have a go. Doing your little combo. But also, welcome, Steph. Technically, that's not how you spell it. But you've put a 12 in the middle. But, I don't know. For me, that just extends the word. So it's like, Steph. It might just be that I do the combo. Not sure how. Not sure, I just know kicking does more damage. Oh, I suspect, yes, I very much suspect kicking does do more damage. And it's a lot more satisfying. Yeah. Although I suppose in a single element it does more damage, but in terms of combo, the two punches do about the same. But yeah, go on, suck my dick, Paulie. Actually done. You're alright.
I'm telling you.
Totally addicted to this game. I've recently become addicted to this game. It has proven rather entertaining and rather addicting because you keep wanting to do just a little bit more. Right, theoretically, if I can get round here, I can bet on myself for the win again, I assume. Yes, I can. Excellent. Because I believe in myself. Especially against, who was it? Django. Done 3 runs though. Whew. Or runs through, technically, I suppose. That is quite impressive. Waiting for Sandrock. I'm assuming is that going to be an expansion? Because I've not got any expansions available here. I'm standing on your drum. Yeah, I can view this drum. This drum is mine now. I own this drum. Dominance is the only way to do it. Oh, new game, I see. From the same developers then, or just a general new game? Because I've not heard of Sandrock. What, pray tell? Oh, it is My Time at Sandrock. Interesting. That might be quite interesting. Interesting. You've said the word interesting too many times, I know. But I can't stop. Interesting. Drops May 23rd on Steam. Ooh, I'll have to have a look at that. I will try. Do I actually need to interact? Do you want me to interact? No. Are we starting? There we go, we're starting. I don't really know your fighting style, Django. But you're not going to do... Well, your fighting style's nasty. Okay, fair enough. Might take me a moment to learn how to... Especially, he's doing fucking well. Django's quite good, isn't he? Bastard. Yeah. He gets quite a few hits in. Oh, I did win, though. How did I win? Time must have ran down. No, that can't be right. Because if the time... Now I'm confused. Jetpack and blaster gun? Oh, Django Fett. You've gone down the Django Fett route as well. Nice. I keep going down the Django Unchained route as well. Both amuse me to no end. He is quite the swordsman. But I do have the level advantage, so... Ow, ow. Plus he doesn't have his sword, so, you know. Ow. Fuck. Whoa! I'm sorry, that was a bit cheeky. You were doing that from miles away. Oh, also, I'm looking at the wrong health bar. Oh, no wonder I won without realising I'd won last time. The health bar I should be concentrating on is his, which is on the left side. I didn't realise his health bar was on the left side. I just assumed that was my health bar. Anyway, I think I need to win one more, and then I am ultimate champion of all things. Yes, there we go. Well, I think this is my first year, so I'm hoping, unless Django, really starts up, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to take it down. Yeah. Oops, damn it. Ow. Stop with your little tiny punches. Don't like tiny punches. I should be able to actually... Because I was looking at the wrong health bar, I thought his tiny punches were doing so much damage. But there you go. Oh, I had to go with the fishing contest. Papa Bear, though. Cheating little bitch. He's a Papa Bear. Him and his... Oh, I've got more points than you. Oh, I've got lots more points than you. Oh, I've got a devastating amount more points than you. I was like, no. I'm catching these fish as fast as I can, sir. How dare you? Congratulations. Yeah, thank you, old MacDonald. You had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Are you going to do anything other than clap me? He's a bear after all. True, but he is using a fishing rod. So I do feel like he shouldn't. Can I have more than a few claps? Do do do. Do 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 do. Hey guys. Hey guys.
Hello.
Rock, paper, scissors? I cannot play rock, paper, scissors here. You must build additional pylons to rock, paper, scissors. If you bracket me, I am the champion, my friends. I'll keep on fighting till the end. Oh, I see. I can probably... Oh, no, I haven't got iron wooden planks at the moment. I think I've got the tech available. I just haven't done it. Have you decided who you want to marry yet? I did vote on myself, yes. I was confident all the way through. It depends on how open the game is and how open the characters are, I suppose. Because I don't know. I don't know of their sexuality. But if I end up having to marry a man, I'd probably marry Arlo.
We should have caught this sooner.
Because although he is very sweaty, according to him, he just randomly told me he was very sweaty. He's very good. Outside of that, I'd be tempted for Ginger. Because, well, she's Ginger.
What do you think happened?
But equally, I'd be tempted by Phyllis. Because, well, you must have seen Phyllis. There's two very, very good reasons to enjoy Phyllis. And they are on display with a boob window. So, yeah. Hey, Phyllis. You're going to be my bride, aren't you? But I don't know. I don't know if Phyllis swings that way. She might not. Difficult to know for certain. Married Gust, Mint and Emily. I don't know Mint. Well, at least I don't think I know a person called Mint. I don't remember meeting a Mint. Let's see if I can find a Mint here. Minty stranger. Minty stranger. Oops. Come on. No, I've gone too far. Wait. Now I'm confused. Oh, I think I'm on the first page. Minty. Minty people. I'd be slightly tempted by Merlin as well. Because I quite like Merlin. Minty, minty, minty. I may not have come to town yet. That makes a degree of sense. Yeah. Oh, well, there are several people I haven't met yet. It's fair enough. Just marry the entire town at once. I mean, that would be quite fun. You can't marry Merlin? Bullshit.
Oh, hi.
Hi,
Is
Polly.
everything
What do you
all
want? Cowboy.
I'm a little worried about the dog on this poster. He
Oh,
used
I
to
thought that was
hang
just
around
set dressing.
Central Plaza. Everyone fed him, so we all called him Scraps. Then one day he just
Am I going to get the dog?
It's been a while and I've heard nothing. I've looked everywhere, but Portia
Have you
is
built
such
the
a big
bridge to the
place.
desert? I don't think
Hey,
so.
Can you help me look as well?
I think the only bridge I've built is the amber one. So yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I can do whatever you asked for.
Right.
I'll look at the booklet later and find out.
Maybe
Someone seen him around? I'm sure they have somewhere. Ask around. Have you seen a dog?
Hello. We get pollution from the ruins enough.
Yeah, that's enough from you.
See you.
Mint arrives then. He's an engineer. Ah. So no, I have not encountered Mint. Minty! Hello, Minty. I think there was a character called Minty in EastEnders. Possibly Coronation Street, but I think it was EastEnders. But that was many years ago, so I don't know whether he's still in it. But then again, a lot of characters in soaps tend to stick around for a long time. A lengthy, period of
I hope there aren't
time.
any other sources of.
No, I'm hoping that as well.
there
Okay,
aren't any other
we've chatted. Go away. I only wanted the relationship points, so go away.
Not that Portia wasn't
No,
safe before.
I'm like, it's so totally like it's so stereotypical. It's almost annoying that a lot of the voice acting in this I could probably have done, which tells you how bad the voice acting is.
The mayor should have
But there you go.
prioritized street lights for our city a long time ago.
Yes, all of that. What a pointless event. No, it wasn't a pointless event. Ask Isaac.
Goodbye.
I mean, certainly he's not got anything to say specifically at the moment.
What a pointless event.
I don't know whether he'll kick in tomorrow in some fashion. But for now, I think we'll probably check in. Oh, this will be my predictions. I should have all three this time, I think. He did tell me about scraps, did he? Oh, well. That's the problem when you skip the dialogue a little bit too callously. Ocean's Fortune, nice. Bubblefish stew, lovely. Another couple of stews, awesome. Chicken risotto with coconut. Martial arts badges, whoops. Yeah, no, that one, excellent. And another chicken risotto. Tasty, tasty risotto. That still needs some time. Let's check in here. Oh, my charcoal is done. I suppose arguably at this point glass wouldn't go amiss. So let's get some glass started here. I think the oceans one gives you permanent health. Ooh, interesting. Attack, but nonetheless permanent. So yeah, I might as well just chomp 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 and chomp chomp chomp. Assuming that did actually do what I was expecting it to do. I think so. Restores 35% max HP. Marvellous. No, we don't need any more of that. That's all good. What we do need to decide is what my next my sort of construction is going to be. So I've got an industrial cutter. I've now got an industrial furnace. Oh no, I do need some more DD stops if I particularly wanted to. The comprehensive grinder. Interesting. Oh, I'm assuming it does sort of do more than one thing, because you need an industrial furnace and a grinder. It looks like, I'm assuming, anyway, that's what it's appearing. So no, I think the comprehensive grinder's a little bit outside of my capacity at the moment. The blender is definitely a priority, so I will probably deal with that. Lift controls. I must admit, lift controls I might actually be able to just straight up do. And cooking set we definitely need to make a priority as well. Loudspeaker. Oh, and there's the boombox. So yeah, I think we might make the lift controls. Assuming I do have those chips, but I'm fairly certain I do have chips. Small silicon chip? Yes. What we need to do, let's get to kitchen supplies and pop anything that I can pop in there. No, so in kitchen supplies number 2. Now, ores and bars. Oh, hello! You have just harpooned your way into following a brand new streamer. Woody bits, woody bits, woody bits! And now we want to put those there. Might not be a terrible idea keeping those first aid kits, but we'll sort those. Oh, cows before herbs. A wise man once said, "Put your cows before your herbs." Brain, work things out. Nah, I don't want to. Earn bars. I will go back over to ores and bars for now. Iron bar. Cocky bums. I do not have enough of those iron bars after all, and I've got all my machines working on stuff. That's a shame. Well, what the fuck are they? Oh, manganese, right. Manganese, manganese, manganese indeed. What else did you want? Oh, you wanted an engine of some kind, didn't you? Industrial engine. I'm fairly certain I've got an industrial engine. that out there. Make carbon steel bars as often as you can. They are good for fighting in the hazardous ruins. Interesting. In what way fighting? I'm assuming maybe was that two separate statements? Make carbon steel bars as often as you can. Next sentence, they're good for fighting in the hazardous ruins. The first aid kit, there we go. I was gonna the other two really didn't quite gel up in my brain, because it was like, I don't see how the bars are going to help me fight. Apart from if I get drunk and start beating people up. But yes, certainly those first aid kits will come in very handy when we get a position. Because we've not done a huge amount of combat in this game at the moment. I've mostly focused on bits and bobs here. Right, so we need 10 hardwood planks. I'll tell you what we might do. Let's get you working on 10 hardwood planks. Damn it, I should have used the other fucking one, because the other one can do hardwood. I don't think this one can do iron wooden planks, but it's fine. I could cancel that, I suppose. Let's quickly, hopefully quickly anyway, do that, and then cancel the job you're doing at the moment. Iron wooden? That was the one you wanted, wasn't it? Iron wooden planks. 5 of the iron wooden planks. I can only do 3 of the iron wooden planks. Why? Because I do not have the iron wood for anything more. Well, we'll get them going. I need more iron wood, which I think iron wood is big trees. So we've got a spare bit of energy, so we'll do a little bit of a tree run. Even if these might not be big enough for iron wood, but still worthwhile chopping them down every opportunity you get, really. You can never have too much wood, or at least that's what I've found. Granted, these little bushes don't give wood, but I've got loads of stamina, so before going to bed, we should be able to get rid of all of these trees. All of these trees will be demolished. But I've got a feeling iron wood is actually from the even larger trees than these ones. These will get you hard wood. These will get you wood hard. And then you got to wait for an even bigger tree. This one's debatable. Well, I still don't think it's quite big enough. We shall see. Are you giving me a big wood? No, it's just simply hard. It's the hardest it can be. The hardest it is when I'm here chopping trees down. What can I say? I just really like chopping trees down. It makes me hard. It makes me glad to see so many trees. Oh, skill up. I don't know how many. I've got loads of skill points, I think, lurking in the bank somewhere. Well, I think I was fairly on top of things. Clear out a few more bits and bobs. I might go to the Amber Island and chop down their big trees. I'm not too fussed about their big trees being around here. I've been keeping that big tree around just in case I need tree kicking. If I ever need some tree kicking, I'll know where to go. But I think this one and a couple of the big ones over here, this should be. This one I think is big enough to be the big wood. But even there I might be wrong. But we'll carry on hacking away. Oh, we've only got a couple of hours before I stick a pickaxe in my head and go to sleep. Jesus, that's a hell of a noise, Mr. Busman. And, oh no, there's ironwood, excellent. So I was, I think, correct. I like big wood, me. I loves big wood. I've got big wood. It's getting late, yeah, I know. The sun's setting. The time is sinking into the ether. But maybe, just maybe, before I stick an axe in my brain, I might be able to get a bit more ironwood. And that's what I need. I need more ironwood in my life. I suppose arguably I could set the game speed low, because I did find that I did find that functionality the other day. Because I was very confused, because it was like, game speed? What the kind of option is game speed? What are you talking about? What, you're going to make me go running around in slow motion? And then it dawned on me. It dawned on me that, oh, you mean the clock, right? As in how fast the... Oh, there we go. Axe to the head. Always have it the lowest. Yeah, I've dabbled with it between a couple of different settings. I've settled on, I think at the moment it's on about 90%, which is usually acceptable enough for most things I'm doing at the moment. Anyway, so that was a save. Martha's delivery. I can't. Martha, you're going to have to go get your own tarts, love. You're going to have to go get your own tarts. I'll try and remember to buy some tarts for her. Don't know where I'm going to actually buy tarts from, but nonetheless, I think I am going to have to go and buy those tarts. Because I just don't have the equipment. Martha, I just don't have the equipment. But I will bring you Batman and Superman, and then you can sort them both out, can't you? Sort both Batman and the other one out, obviously. Only on rainy days. This usually happens while I'm making decisions. The decisions of... Because I've got to make a decision. Do I want to do something else for what is only really going to be about 10 minutes? Or do I want to just end early? I don't know. He's making that decision right now. Arr. Come on and do the do. Because do time is here. Do some shadow putties. I'm assuming was that meant to be puppets? Or shadow puts? Or is it the correct word and I just have no idea what you're talking about? One of those options is likely to be true. But, yeah, I don't know. I tell you what, I'm thinking. My thoughts lean towards... Well, as is often my way, I do quite like the idea. Although, shall I do... Darn, do you know what? We'll do a little touch. Puppets! I have fat fingers. It's funny. It's funny you've said do puppets. Because I'm going to have a little pop at the old Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, don't get me wrong. It's going to put me in a bad mood because people are better at Yu-Gi-Oh! Than I am. And people have all the fanciest decks. And all of those factors really fucking piss me off. So basically it's going to be me going, you son of a bitch, you blocked my move. Well, that's me done. Because that's basically what happens. Because there's no real kind of push and pull. There is, they do something better than me, I'm fucked. So we'll grab me 2 missions, whatever those missions may be. Log in once a day, claim all those rewards, marvellous. 40 gems, lovely jubbly. But yes, oddly enough, you say puppets, and I'll just go straight into a duel. I won't explain it, we'll explain it on the fly, see what happens. Excellent, silver tier. Oh, if only I could drop down into bronze, I'd be so much happier. But you never know. Being in silver tier, we might actually have a competitive match. Although, having said that, there's going to be a lot of people whipping through silver tier with all their fanciest and biggest, nastiest decks. So, there's every possibility that it's going to be just the usual bullshit. But we shall see how well my deck fares. You may have seen what the deck was called. I don't know if it showed up on that screen. But nonetheless, I have a deck that is Gimmick Puppets. So I have Gimmick Puppet Destroy, Gimmick Puppet Terror Baby, and Gimmick Puppet Magnet Doll, and the Puppet Ritual. I can't remember... I mean, one of the key issues I'm going to have is the fact that I can't remember how the fuck you use any of these cards, but still. Also, this is not a good starting hand for these. that the one? No. Yeah, this is a bad starting hand. It does not help me at all. That's the one that summons, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm going to go defensive in the hopes that the Terror Baby can drag Des Troy out of the graveyard. But it's very difficult, because this might just be a complete, like, 600 cards later, they'll have one-shotted me, but we'll see. So far we've gone twinsies, and what is that? Trickstar Lycoris. Interesting. Okay. Have to see what that does. I don't recognise Trickstars immediately. Which, this is the benefit of Silver Tier. This is a deck I don't recognise. Which means, to a certain extent, I have to figure out how or what that's doing. Ragakai is not a bad shot. Oh, interesting. Okay. I don't understand. Each time a card is... Oh, I see. Okay. That's, I mean, unpleasant, to say the least. Right. So now we have to make decisions. Because you... Oh, Des Troy's actually got a surprisingly high volume of defense points. I did not know this. No. Okay. Well, this is awkward. Don't know how best to deal with this situation. This is not the situation I thought I was going to find myself in. Suppose I could... I feel like Regiki's a bit early. So I think... I don't know, a bit of a waste that is, but... Can technically bring out... It's going to be that one. You can spell... Yes, that's the one, isn't it? Oh yeah, okay. So we could go... No, we couldn't do that. Or could we do that? No, we couldn't do that. I don't know. I can't remember how this deck works now. Fundamentally, I suppose there's an argument to be said that it doesn't, but still. No. Alright, I think we'll play it defensively again, see what happens. Because there's a couple of plans I could enact, but one of them kind of relies on them having more cards on the field. And with a face-down card, I don't know precisely what they're planning on doing. So there's all sorts of sort of factors that are like, okay, interesting, another Trickstar. But that does potentially allow me to enact the alternate plan now. We shall see. Okay, two face-down cards, not great. Because this deck doesn't really do well trying to remove magic cards because it's just not got the room in it. Okay, interesting. It's not necessarily optimal. Yeah, that's an obnoxious. That's quite an obnoxious idea. Not enjoying that, but still. I can probably. Yeah, I think maybe the best bet will Terror Baby. Because then if they've got a counter to Terror Baby, it will possibly reveal it early. Move him out of the way because he's not hugely important at the moment. And now let's try getting somewhere. Yes, we want the Gigantus Gimmick Puppet. Xyz summon my Gigantus Gimmick Puppet. Is that the one that's better done in... God, I can't remember. Where is it? Where is it? I need to read it. I need to read my card. I need to read my card. I need to read my card. Tribute this card, yeah, to get all 8s. Yeah, that's fine. So defense position is optimal. This is the problem when you've had a few weeks off. Or my problem when I've had a few weeks off of Yu-Gi-Oh! I struggle to remember how the fuck my deck works. I'm probably doing this a little bit too early. I'm striking too soon, but still. I'm also thieving both their cards in order to take control of them. And then I will activate my effect by sacrificing this card. Everything on the field becomes level 8. Excellent. Which now allows me to summon one of my larger, chunkier monsters. Oh, in fact, I could bring the junkiest of monsters, but I feel like that's going to be a bad idea, but still. Oh yeah, this is the one that can just win. Interesting. Well, fuck it. We'll have a go. I don't often summon this bad boy, so we'll summon him and hope for the best. But I suspect I'm going to attack and get countered by the trap cards. But I don't have much in the way of options outside of that. What's this one? Terror Baby. So your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of your gimmick puppet monster effects. That's not helpful. That's fine. I'd need no cards. So I think, as I say, I'm fairly confident I'm just going to end up sacrificing this thing to a trap card, but still. Not my finest move, but fuck it. Oh, no! Apparently those two trap cards did not help you. Interesting. Be curious to know what the fuck they are then. We shall possibly soon see. It depends on what the plan is. We shall have to wait and see. For it is difficult to know, because I've never really seen trick stars, or at least they don't ring an immediate bell. Oh, they quit. Okay. Well, that's cool. And I would have perhaps liked to have done more, but still, I suppose a victory is a victory. But then again, in a way, I'd almost prefer to keep losing, but losing in a close match, because then I wouldn't go up the rank. And if I don't go up the rank, it means I don't have to face off against all the annoying shite. Now that's interesting. Did I... Or maybe does it not kick in? Oh no, it does. It is there. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was there. Excellent. Sorry, I just didn't notice it levelling up. Receive all of my bits and pieces. Because, yeah, I was going to say, you, Oni, I don't know whether you're present or not, but you did mention the fact that the ultimate reward was Moki Moki. Oh, and that's Condemned Dark Lord icon. And then, yeah, if I can get all the way up to the maximum, we do get Moki Moki as our mate. Which I must admit is disappointing, because I probably will never use Moki Moki as a mate. Because it's kind of like, I don't care for you as a card. If they offer up a gimmick puppet, I'd use that for this gimmick puppet deck. But mostly, I'm just going to keep using the Dark Magician, unless they offer me a Blue Eyes White Dragon. But I'm assuming a Blue Eyes White Dragon is perhaps considered a little bit big. This deck is awkward, and it's why I don't like having to choose whether going first or second, because sometimes you can get an absolute arse of a hand, and you can do nothing. And other times, you can get a very good hand for going first. Now, this hand is... I mean, I wouldn't say it was good, because there's too much of the same thing. But it's good if you're going first to have Gimmick Puppet Scissor Hands. Or Scissor Arms, sorry. Because then you can Scissor Arm something to the graveyard, and therefore, theoretically, bring it back. Is that going to be what I want? I'll probably have a level 4 in the graveyard anyway. So yeah, I think at this point Shadow Feeler is probably the best one. But yeah, so having Scissor Arms and Terror Baby is quite a good combo, because I can Scissor Arm something into the graveyard and I can Terror Baby it back out of the graveyard. However, I think I may still have too many Terror Babies and too many Scissor Arms at this point. But we'll have to wait and see what this deck is as to how much of a chance I stand. If it's another peculiar one... Oh, okay, there's Solemn Judgment. I'm assuming. I can't remember how that card works. Add one of them to your hand. Well, that's probably going to be Solemn Judgment. Interesting to see Obliterate there, which suggests this might be something to do with Exodia. And in fact, you've chosen to bring Obliterate in, which is intriguing. Valkyrie monsters. Interesting. Oh, this is actually more sort of... No, I'm confused. I'm confused, but there you go. I'm assuming there's method to this madness. It almost sounded like a Red Hot Chili Peppers song. I can't quite recall which one though. But still, change the order of cards on the top of their deck. Okay, interesting. But didn't you? I feel like I've misread this apparently. If all monsters you control... Oh, I see. That's... And then a separate function is that you can look at the top 3 cards. Okay. Dark World Dealings. Each player draws 1 card, then each player discards 1 card. That's got an interesting caveat for discarding, I think, isn't it? When a rank 5 or higher Xyz monster is special summoned to your grave field while this is in the graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. Yes. Yeah, I'll just ditch that because I can bring it back. Is it supposed to be still... Oh, fuck! Well, yeah, I forgot. Apparently, nobody else noticed or cared. It's fine. I had not spotted that. I suppose I forgot I'd not played it since the full restart. So there you go. Capture cursor, no. I was going to say, I might have to deal with this turn before we sort it out completely, but still. I think that one might be suitable. Copy. And then hopefully just paste that in. Marvellous, right. There we go. There is actual stuff on the screen now. Excellent. Now, I've got to say, this is a deck that I don't understand fully, but still. Discard 1 Gimmick Puppet. Their deck, not my deck. I roughly understand my deck. But I don't understand theirs. Well, I could scissor arm something again in the graveyard. I don't necessarily know distinctly what I want to scissor arms into the graveyard, but I feel obliged to do it since I've summoned it. Also, it might bait out some kind of effect. Dampener. Okay. Obliterate. That's an interesting choice. 1 monster on the field. Send 1 Forbidden Monster Exodia card from your hand. Okay. Return that target to the hand. Fair enough, I suppose. We can do that. An international hello there. Very nice. Hello there from Cyprus.
Hello there.
Hello there indeed. So, interesting. Yeah.
Fuck me!
Get to do... That's probably a good one to throw into the graveyard. Yeah. But we get to do the effect, but we don't get my scissor hand or scissor arm on the field, which is less than optimal. But fair enough. We'll try battling. I'm assuming this is going to be a high defense monster because this feels like an Exodia stall. Not as high as I thought. Don't know what that did. Destroy all special summon monsters on the field. Interesting. Neither player can special summon monsters. Okay, well, that's kind of scuppered anything else I can do. Not... The only thing I can think of is this does possibly... Yeah, I'm assuming this is going towards some kind of Exodia. Yeah, okay. There is definitely Exodia in the house. I'm assuming they're trying to perhaps deal with the idea of getting them in the graveyard. Oh, it's just a floodgate mostly used with UCT. I see. Interesting. Okay, yet again, I don't know. I'm not sure. What happened there? So you sent... Oh, I see. You sent Forbidden... Alright, okay, yeah. This is going for getting Exodia out of the graveyard, which is going to be troublesome. Because I don't think... I've not quite got... Is that from the field? Is that just from the hand? No, from your hand or deck to the graveyard. So yeah, Exodia Obliterate is going to happen, which is slightly problematic, but still. You've now got 2 cards on the field, so I might be able to deal with those, but then not really going to be able to deal with your magic cards. Yeah, I think it's Exodia Necros. I don't think they're trying for actual Exodia. I think it is just Exodia Necros they're going for. So, decisions as to what I can possibly do here. I don't know. When can you do that? Just any time you like, or is it once per turn now? Per turn. Yeah, okay. So, annoyingly, I think I'm going to be scuppered here. Des can't do that. That can't do that. That could do it. But I'm assuming it's going to get sent back to the graveyard, which is slightly annoying. So I suppose actually what I could do... No, because it's probably going to get sent there as well. Fuck. I think I might be diddled here. Don't know 100% sure if I can be bothered here, because this is not optimal. That's a 0. That's 1,000. Okay, let's try this, but I think I'm going to get obliterated again, aren't I? Although having said that, if he's not got the... Oh, okay, there's a second obliterate. Interesting. Although the effect... Yeah, you can only use 1 obliterate effect per turn, so having 2 is not going to make that much difference. But yeah, it does do exactly what I thought it was going to do. Which, yeah, okay, that obliterate card is slightly bullshit, but there you go. I suppose arguably there is a finite amount of times he can do it. But I'm assuming by this point in time... Oh great, yeah, I've got to discard a card. Probably don't need any more scissor arms. Yeah, this is... a bit of a shitty deck that I'm facing. I don't know what I can do to bypass it, but still. Interesting. Gotta go. Thanks for the fun. No problem. I'm glad you could enjoy it. It's an interesting lock. No special summon and you can bounce your normal. Yes. Yes, I must admit, no special summon is going to be problematic. But, theoretically, did you just... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of Exodia? Which now theoretically means he can no longer send my cards back to the graveyard, which means I might be able to deal with this fossil thing. But, there you go. I don't know for certain. I may have missed something obvious, I suppose. I just go around it with a second normal summon, discarded Bigfoot, LS, Ragaki, Feather Duster. Well, I have none of those cards. So... Plus, I don't have the capacity to do a second normal summon. I'm assuming you would require a card for that as well. And considering the card that would allow you to extra normal summon is not in my hand, it's going to be problematic. Okay, let's get Performer Puppet on the field. And then I think theoretically the Egghead is going to be safe. Yeah. Which means theoretically I can get rid of that. Which now puts a certain level of my special summons back on the field. Which allows me to bring out this second puppet. And that. And then I can't remember precisely what this card does. Oh yeah, if it's destroyed, I can then bring back a puppet. Okay, that's not so bad. Since his bounce is just Hodgepodge, I just summon a second, swing over the floodgate, and then combo in main 2. Well, again, I have none of those options. So I actually have to try and think of a new plan and think of a stratagem. So I could just make you level 8, couldn't I? Yes, in fact, that's not too bad. Discard a gimmick puppet, that's okay. Probably scissor arms again, because I've now started generating a lot of things in the thing. So now let's bring out... I mean, probably the best bet is going to be just the big boy. Just bring the big boy to the table and smash face. Although having said that, it's main phase 2, so he might just be able to destroy it next turn. But we'll see. I have to hope for the best, I suppose. Plus, I get to bring back my rank up magic card. So that's something, I suppose. Do I have Zeus in this deck? No. Because Zeus doesn't belong in this deck. And I play by my own strange rules that suggest that cards that shouldn't be in a deck don't go in a deck. But no, I don't know. I don't even know what Zeus does or what he is. What are the benefits of adding Zeus? I've mostly focused my efforts. Oh, I see. Okay. 1500 or more attack. Cannot declare an attack. Fair enough. I suppose we'll have to deal with that situation. But Zeus is so good. I'm assuming he is. I'm assuming is he another sort of must-have? Because I'm not sure. I think I might have an Ash or 2 in this one. But even that one sort of irks me somewhat. Just the idea that you have to have this card in there. Oh, you have to have the card. It's like, no, sod off. I know, I'm churlish beyond comparison. I'm fully aware. But there you go. Okay, gimmick puppet Humpty Dumpty. I don't think Humpty's going to help me here, is he? When this comes, yeah, I can normal summon from the hand. Is that face-up monsters? Yeah, face-up monsters. Okay, it's unfortunate. So I suppose arguably, if I bring... yeah, Des might not be too bad. Although gimmick puppet would allow me to bring back scissor arms, which would... I mean, in the long run, that's not going to help me that much because it's going to be too high an attack. I'm assuming, is that 1500 or over? 1500 or more, so yeah, that's not going to help me. Gigantus I don't think will help me. I mean, it would clear the field, but it wouldn't allow me to attack. So, I think for now, activate the effect of my strings. And put a string counter on that. And then for now we'll let that play out and see what happens. Rank 12, anyway, he can rank up in main 2 on any Xyz monster that attacked during the last battle phase. I don't think it was Zeus, but there was another one that was like that. I remember seeing something. If a so-and-so attacks, if an Xyz monster attacks, you can then take that one. With a quick effect that can wipe everything on the field except himself. In fact, no, I think that might be the fella. No, it's not, because it definitely wasn't Zeus. But there was definitely one that devilishly similar summoning capacity. Because I swear 50% of the time it weren't fucking doing it. And it's like, why are you not doing the thing? And it's just it's nonsensical. Okay, this is now running into sort of he's going to get what he needs, and I'm not going to be able to stop it because I think I've got Lightning Storm in there, which could wipe out all of his magic cards, but I just don't quite have everything that I need for this. But still, I don't. Well, I suppose you might have another Witch of the Black Forest, I guess, but I'd forgotten the 500. Yeah, there's a better way of doing that then. I should have been patient, but never mind. I don't think Condolence Puppet's going to be that useful. But yeah, the rank op idea might work. How do I get that other creature? That one. I need to get rid of my own trap card, which is rather frustrating. He's not been special summoning, so that's not going to help me out. That could help me. Is that a C15? Yeah, so that might help. Or I think that's the string man. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Let's summon the baby. When I don't own a Zeus. I think we've established the fact that I don't own Zeus. Or at least I'm unaware of Zeus. And being unaware of Zeus means I can't do Zeus things. That's unfortunate. That's not going to quite work the way I want it to, but we'll have a cheeky attack there. Oh, that actually just straight up won. Okay, that's not quite the plan, but never mind. Do do do. Ba 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 ba. I think his stall tactics are definitely going to work quicker than mine, but still. Very much a limit 1 and a UR. Yeah, I don't think I've even got the UR to consider purchasing it. I'm very low on all things. But yeah, he's got sort of 25 cards to try and chew through with these 2 messages of peace. Not messenger of peace, these 2 things. Although having said that, that's not going to... Yeah, having 2 of those is not going to help him. Because it's going to be the same 3 cards, right? Yeah. So I'm not sure why that would help, but still. True, the dual pass will aid in that... in acquiring that sort of thing. I'm feeling like Des is probably going to be the one to bring out. But we'll see. Perform Puppet, we don't really need Perform Puppet, unfortunately. But yeah, if I bring Des out, and then basically the plan is now going to be sort of see what we can do with these 2 cards. Unfortunate, but of no real significance. Unfortunate, but of no real significance. Oh, apart from... Yeah, okay, that's significant. Because, yeah, destroy all spec... Yeah, oh my god, why... Some of these cards are just like, why do you exist? Why must you be an arsehole? I don't think I've got a second one of those bloody string puppets, do I? No. How tedious. I don't know if I can be bothered. It's getting late and this is just going nowhere. I think we'll just have another game. Just have another game, because this is just tiresome. Which, I mean, arguably he knows it's tiresome. The creator of that deck knows it's just horse shit. And they've chosen to sort of shove horse shit in other people's face. And I really wish they'd choose to be better than that, frankly, but there you go. We'll try and do another quick one, but I might just give it 5 minutes and quit. We shall see. But there you go. This is why Yu-Gi-Oh starts getting slightly tedious. Especially, like, why are both of them there? Fuck's sake. I mean, I know I can technically use both of them in one turn, I think. At least I'm fairly certain you can. Yeah, oh no. No, you can use one per turn. But it's still slightly tiresome having both of them in the hand at the same time. I've got to admit, if you don't do something in the next 2 seconds, I might just quit on you and be done with this evening's worth of Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, I must admit, I don't think I've got time now. If I'd spotted a quick battle then possible. Oh, okay. Well, that's tiresome. It's probably not worth doing a battle now. Oh, God. Really? I don't want to rank up. I want to stay in silver. Stay in silver where I can actually have some degree of fun every now and again. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's no real fun to be had with Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't think. Which is problematic. And why I think I drifted away from it in the first place, because I don't know how people have fun with Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays. It's just such a tiresome, tedious turd. That it's just like, ugh, yeah, you're doing that. You're either sort of decimating. Yeah, but the problem is when you hit silver 1, you can then very much accidentally hit gold, and then you can't get out of gold, and then you're stuck facing off against arseholes with shit decks. Well, I suppose arguably they're very good decks, but for me they're shit decks because they're unbeatable decks, and it just gets a bit sort of like, why am I bothering? I do not know. Which is always problematic. If you have to, just lose intentionally. Lots of people doing that, like gold. Nah, I don't like that either. I don't like the idea of losing intentionally, which of course is a problem. I realise that all of the things are my own fault, I suppose, for not being the same as everybody else, for having a desire for Yu-Gi-Oh! To be better than it once was, or what it is now, and it's not. It's not going to be better because it's now in a state that I think is possibly sort of beyond repair, I fear. Beyond repair. But there you go. That's just the way. The cookie crumbles. I must admit, I don't know if I can be bothered to do a raid, so I might just leave it. It's gone quite late, and I'm usually too fussy finding some kind of raid target, but there you go. I suppose maybe I will try. I suppose there's a few people here. No, I can't be bothered. I've made a decision. I cannot be bothered. So we will be back tomorrow night for our Thursday night doings. And he popped in earlier, but he's not on tonight, but he can have a shout out anyway. I think he's still there, so I can use that method. So this is what Mr. Cansley must paint.
What this?
I believe.
Oh shit! All right, you just want me to sit here?
I don't think
Hello, welcome to Cansley Blowcast.
Couple of weeks.
Oh, that's going to get clipped.
9 o'clock, and you can see him blow too. He does frequently blow. And then, don't know what he's playing, but if you particularly want gaming goodness, you can always check out Mr. Malice Caliber, who I believe is on tonight.
Yes, yeah, okay.
No, but
give me a fucking chance, alright.
I think he might have miscalculated that ever so slightly. Oops!
Well, there you have it. He oopsed himself into oblivion. Anyway, craft 3 Dimension Shifter and build a deck around it. Fun card, that. I'll have to note Dimension Shifter down. See what happens. I kind of want to just stick with my gimmick puppets for the most part, because I've actually quite liked the gimmick puppets. When they work, they're really quite good. Just they don't work in the current meta, of course. That's not the name of the creature. Dimension Shifter. Drop 1 on your opponent turn 1, watch half of them scoop. I see. I take it leads into like horse shit then. And everybody knows it leads into horse shit, so the moment it turns up, people go, no, this is too much like horse shit, and leave immediately. But then, again, that doesn't actually help, technically, because it's like, okay, There's this element of like, so okay, I don't want to lose, but I don't necessarily want to win instantly via a surrender. So it's like, the unfortunate truth is there is like this kind of thing where the only matches that I ever get that are satisfying are the ones where it's a little bit sort of like, you do a thing, I do a thing, I counter the thing that you did, you counter the thing that I did, oh dear, but I've got a solution to that counter, I can counter the thing that you did, so I've taken over the leadership of this, and now, I'm going to have to hope for the best on this next card draw. Holy shit, I actually got exactly what I needed. We'll place that, we'll put that there. What do you have a go? I'll have a go, you have a go. And then it's like, you caught me. Or, yes, managed to pull off a win there. And that's where my satisfaction comes from. But unfortunately, that's not really how Yu-Gi-Oh! Works anymore. It's just not how Yu-Gi-Oh! Works anymore. It's either seems to be stuff like we just encountered, which is just I block everything and stall until I get exactly what I want. Or it's I have summoned every monster in my deck, you lose. And so it's like 2 turns and you're done. There's no, I don't know, there's no sense of push and pull anymore. You have to blitz everything immediately. And I don't know, I don't find that as satisfying as others, it seems. Because it still remains very, very popular, despite it all, but still. There you go. See, Sky Strikers I've never seen have much in the way of issues getting going, certainly. But, yeah, and that's the other things, of course. The sudden sort of graveyard no longer really being a graveyard, because everything activates out of the graveyard. And all sorts of these bits and pieces where it's just not the game. It's not the game I enjoyed. And I'm struggling with the concept of enjoying it in its current state. I don't know. And the thing is, I don't think that's going to change, is the unfortunate truth, because I think it's only ever going to get faster and faster and faster, to the point where I can't help but think in the not too distant future it's going to be, if you haven't got exactly the cards you need in your first hand, that's going to be game over. And I mean, it's as bad as it is, it's bad enough as it is at the moment. It's got an element of that. But now it's like, it's not. I don't know. I don't enjoy it as much as I once did. And I only enjoy it when you get a proper match out of it. Anyway, that is it for this week. I will be back tomorrow, 9 o'clock. But for now, I will simply say cheerio and turn off the stream. I suppose I'll have one quick look to see if there's anything worth having a look into. Interesting. Is that not? I suppose arguably. Let's have a look. Shifter just shuts all that down in one card. Gives you a free win or free almost one turn one. You can attack at the end of it. So I'm assuming I never did. I'm surprised. I thought I had. Well. No, I hadn't. Oh well, we'll pop in. He's popped in every now and again to us. I think I have raided in the past, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm assuming that's where a lack of follow came from, because I think I raided in and that was when I was having major internet issues where it was dying sort of almost immediately. But we'll raid into Mr. Gimli O'Gloin. He is doing The Secret of Monkey Island, but I will have to dash pretty much immediately because it is pretty much dinner time. So I will be leaving almost immediately. Anyway, Secret of Monkey Island. There's a new Monkey Island coming. I'm slightly looking forward to it. It's one of those ones that's made me go, oh, yes, please. Anyway, I will say cheerio and then do raidingtons. Cheerio.